I'm gay.
What?
Wow.
What was that, Joe Biden?
Joe?
I'm gay.
Too?
Why did he say that?
I think he was talking about gay marriage or something like that.
I'm gay. I think that was Obama's line. Speaking of which, let's go to Obama then, because this shit is gold.
No.
So do you know what this is?
I only know from the title, not, I haven't seen anything about it.
Can you get me the trailer, the teaser he did? Because I see we have the full link to the interview.
Sure, I can get you the
So he interviewed this
What
guy.
was that?
Interviewed this guy. And thank God Tucker he's untethered by the restraints of journalistic
fake news.
the journalistic integrity of Fox News, because now he can do really hard-hitting stories like this. The gay guy that had sex and smoked crack with Obama.
Love it.
Here's
That has to be true.
Here's the trailer that dropped. Tucker posted this on Twitter, and this one when we all kind of lost our mind.
Guy who's in town for the night, and it sounds like you're looking to party.
Yeah, pulled up in a bar outside, and there's this guy that's introduced to me as Barack Obama. I had given Barack 200.
Oh,
I love him.
Tucker, why?
What are we
Literally, he
doing?
goes, this man claims he had sex. It's like, okay, well, me too. Come interview me. Like, do we have any corroborating evidence?
Oh, my God.
I don't need any.
Well, we have a
I
lot
love
of
it.
evidence about the story, actually, but not in the affirmative. We have a lot of evidence of why the story is.
Oh, I can
probably
tell
not.
you right off the bat, if Obama wanted to fuck dudes, he could pull. That man can pull some fine dicks.
Way
So
better,
much
way better
hotter.
than this guy, right?
Than some
Yeah,
crackhead fucking,
Yeah.
Dick too.
No offense to crackhead.
Snaggletooth.
So give me a really detailed account of exactly
Oh
how
God.
the sex played out. I put my hands on his thighs and we started to engage in all sex. Is that what he looked like at the time?
Yeah.
Stop.
No, not at the time.
No, I think this was from. I could be wrong. I thought this was from an article because this is an
Hold
old
up.
story.
It was in '99. This is
Oh yeah,
where
I
he
guess not
first
at the
told
time,
us,
but the
yeah.
first time that he came out publicly about this. So this was around the time that Obama was running for president.
Oh, I see. So this was a
Oh.
headline on some tabloid bullshit.
on the National Examiner. Yeah.
This is like Bat Boy stuff, isn't it?
Yes.
What?
And so Tucker said, I'm going to go to the Bat Boy magazine
Years later?
and dig this up.
Yeah, like 10 years later.
Oh my
Obama,
God.
he's not in the public eye pretty much at all.
This is the level of journalism Tucker
I
Carlson's
didn't know
doing.
that this was an old story.
Yeah, it goes all the way back to the campaign, like 2008.
Oh my God.
Obama hid gay lifestyle to be president. Marriage to Michelle is a sham. He had sex with this man?
And that looks like a mugshot too.
Wow.
I believe it is because he has a long rap sheet.
Yeah.
This guy.
I love that the Examiner used the mugshot like, they're like, we don't believe this shit either. But it's funny.
Yeah.
Tucker's like, I buy it. I buy
Not
it.
only does he buy it, he really is like diving in,
Yep.
Tell me more.
digging it up.
And how big was his cock, would you say? Was he a good lover?
I do have some information about that actually.
Oh, tell us.
Yeah.
Still.
Tucker didn't ask him, but somebody else did. I found in a.
What did he say?
Well, we'll get to it.
Okay. Obama's got a hog for sure.
It's a shocking revelation.
It's a shock.
The obvious question, what was Obama like on crack?
What was he like on crack?
That's my favorite part. What was Obama like on crack?
Wait,
I have that part timestamp where he
this is
explains what he was like.
crazy.
on
This
crack.
this is fucking so
Crack it with me.
unbelievably
How fucking
absurd.
embarrassing for Tucker Carlson. Like for real. Like
It
how
feels
do
like
you
a sketch,
fucking-
like a comedy sketch.
How do you look at yourself after this? This is so pathetic.
But like it has 190,000 likes and 72 million views on Twitter.
I think even Tucker's like, you know what? This is completely wrong, but it's entertaining as all shit.
This is National Examiner.
But he's basically the Bat Boy reporter now.
They're just in search of the truth.
Having sex with dudes is not an issue. That's not an issue that I
No,
have.
they just
for the
want
record.
the truth.
Yeah, was
I did
Obama
smoke
there?
crack once. I
Was
got
he there?
Wait, he was there. Now that you
Dude, you had sex with Obama and you smoked crack?
And I-
No
Wait,
way.
How many
dude.
times?
Wait, hold on. I think it was twice.
You
and
let Obama hit?
I just
That's
remember.
insane.
Yo.
Whoa. Oh, you really kept that part of the story.
Wait,
a
I just remember my
secret.
hand on his thigh.
Right.
Right.
That's how it happens.
This sounds real.
What was he like on crack?
Incredible.
So here's the full interview.
The full one dropped.
Okay, I'll be happy to report right now that at least it didn't get that many views on YouTube.
Well, this is a re-up. Yeah.
So where's the main one on Twitter?
It's on Twitter. Yeah.
Let me see what this moron got view-wise. Although it's so inflated on Twitter, who knows?
Yeah, it doesn't show views anymore on Twitter. You can't actually see. All you see is impressions, which means nothing.
So it has 180,000 likes on Twitter.
That's a lot.
It says 33 million views, but that's bullshit.
It's not views, it's impressions.
Impressions.
Yeah.
And impressions is like, in my experience, it's got to be like 100 times more than the views, maybe even more.
That could be like
'Cause
3 million.
Anytime it just appears on your timeline because somebody else retweeted it or replied
Or I guess
to it
that
or
would be
whatever.
10 times.
I remember looking at the impressions to views back when they were different. And it's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But based on the amount of likes, it's a lot.
Sure.
I mean, what's the average click-through rate on YouTube? Because we know that, right?
The average click-through rate, I mean, it varies a bit, but like, let's say 2 to 5%, probably, right?
Right. So I would guess it's something similar on Twitter. You could probably take 2 to 5%.
Probably even less on Twitter because it's so transient. So what's 2% of 33 million?
5% means everything.
What was the total? 33 million?
Yeah, like 600,000?
33 million?
33 million? 2%? 600,000?
Yeah, rough 660,000.
So that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of views.
Yeah.
Who's paying him for this dumb shit?
I think theoretically.
Self-fund?
I don't know if it's ever been confirmed, but I thought it was implied that Twitter is paying.
This
What?
Is fucking, dude, this is such good content, Elon.
Twitter?
Yeah.
Elon's always retweeting this shit too.
No.
He's always retweeting Tucker on X.
So yeah, I think they.
Oh, it's like with X. It's
Yeah.
got X in the
Yeah.
title. Oh my God.
So what should we do? Should I? Is
Wow.
there certain parts I should skip to? What? How do you guys?
Yeah, I had a couple timestamps
All right,
in the
let's
doc.
see.
That just really hurt my brain right now.
Here he's talking about the gay crack accusations. This is the good part, you might say.
So Twitter is co-signing this.
They are, and paying for it. Actually, even more than co-signing it. Elon Musk specifically, I would say.
Very important detail here that people have pointed out. And this just shows what a fucking worm Tucker Carlson is.
Mm-hmm.
What he just said, he signed a sworn affidavit, and he even took a lie detector test. That story is well known. He took a lie detector test and failed it.
Nah.
So at this point,
Really?
Yes.
I feel like this wades into defamation territory.
Right. because he just the way that he phrases that, it's
Yeah.
just like imply, like, oh, he took a lie detector test. He must have passed that.
Yeah.
No, he failed the lie detector.
Wow.
Because if I can get sued for reading the headline of a Variety article,
Yeah, totally.
then I would say that Tucker's got some liability here.
Yeah.
He failed. Let me go back and hear him say
Yeah, I
that.
want to hear that again.
To sign a sworn affidavit and to take a lie detector
God damn it.
test. But he was dismissed.
Why was
Wow.
he dismissed?
Why was he
man?
dismissed?
Why was he dismissed?
Oh.
Ugh, that is the fucking best. In February 2008, he was offered $100,000 to pass a polygraph test by a website regarding his claims. While he took up the offer, the website said the results of the test showed that he indicated deception. Well, that's okay.
Nice paycheck.
He went to the wrong guy.
Yeah, he should have gone to the
It's
that's
you.
true guy.
I had sex with Obama and smoked crack with him. That's true.
You got paid $100,000 to
No,
do
no, no.
that?
If he could pass,
Oh, if you could pass.
which that whole setup is
Okay.
pretty silly.
Yeah.
This guy says it's.
liars, and I hate liars.
This guy says it's true. And he is legit as it gets, my friends. Sinclair then accused an advisor of Obama of rigging the test by bribing the examiner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, please, God, please, somebody sue Tucker for this. Obama, you got to do it. And Twitter, too. You know what I mean? Like, they're paying for this.
Maybe. That hasn't been confirmed, but I thought it was like kind of implied.
Because it's just so slimy. It's
he's
so wormy.
He's exclusive to Twitter. They always
Yeah.
emphasize that.
Tucker on X.
Well, I don't think Tucker's working for free.
That's why I think it's reasonable to infer that he's being paid something.
I mean, this is just unreal. The deception, it's unreal, man.
Tucker.
What was he thinking with this? There's no way Tucker believes what a word this guy's saying. No shot.
We're not claiming they're true,
Of course not.
but they were certainly credible. This was a
I'm not saying they're true, but they were certainly said.
So a person said it.
first-hand
I'm trying to
account
find if he's
of Barack
actually
Obama's
like
behavior by someone.
sponsored by them, but it looks like he's not, from what I'm seeing. That Elon Musk said Twitter did not sign an agreement with Carlson for his new show. So he's just like presenting himself as part of X.
I saw Elon say something about it too.
I thought so, but it was vague. So I mean,
looking at that
might be right.
background. I'll keep
Yeah, I've
watching.
been look. Yeah, it's not clear. I mean, I saw what Ela read as well.
Mhm.
Either or it's promoted heavily
Yeah,
by
it's
Yeah,
Elon.
weird
it's
how
definitely
Elon's
supported
promoting
by
it.
Elon.
And he's using like the X logo and everything too.
Yeah.
So
Tucker on X. Wait, what?
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
how
Yeah, that's like what
Oh,
it's called.
come on. That.
Yeah.
There's a business dealing going on here.
Yeah.
It seems like it.
Yeah.
Larry Sinclair is still alive. He lives in Mexico.
Okay.
But today, he's in our studio, and we're happy.
Isn't that
to
a
have
weird
him.
thing
Larry
to
Sinclair,
say?
thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I don't know why.
Why would he?
Why do we think he's dead?
Yeah.
Did Obama kill him? What
Turns out,
happened?
right? Is that the implication? Like, oh, Obama didn't have him off?
Or like-
Shocking.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Politico noting that this guy who's talking, his criminal record spans nearly 3 decades. They report that Sinclair has a specialty in crimes involving deceit. The record includes forgery charges in 2 states, one of which drew him a 16-year jail sentence. When did he have time to have sex with Obama?
Right after he got out of jail, I guess.
16 years in prison? In 1986, Sinclair was charged with check fraud and credit card charges in Colorado. He was he wasn't a model prisoner in prison. He was disciplined nearly 100 times for slew of infractions, from assault, intimidation, and drug possession. Sinclair is known to have 13 aliases in Colorado,
What?
including Lair Vizcara Avila and Mohammed Gahananan.
Really killed
Sorry,
me.
what?
This guy picked an alias Mohammed Gahanahan.
Well, with
Obsessed.
13 aliases, it gets harder and harder.
To keep track.
So I know this guy's whole life is a lie, but I believe every word he says about Obama.
He
Yeah.
took a lie
agree.
detector, bro.
No, I agree.
That story
Everything that man says.
specifically just sounds so real.
He took a lie detector and signed a sworn affidavit.
Yeah. You actually,
He's never lied on documents before.
and I think you skipped this line, but he was also convicted of theft and forging checks in Florida separately from all the other charges in Colorado.
Oh, so he has lied on documents.
Yeah, here
You often
is
hear people say the news is full of
here
lies.
is Elon on Tucker's "We're Back" tweet. He said, "On this platform, unlike the one-way street of broadcast, people are able to interact, critique, and refute whatever is said." Bitch, you know what the fucking media is? That's literally. You're such a moron. Elon invented conversations.
Hell yeah.
Also, I want to be clear that we have not signed a deal of any kind whatsoever. Tucker is subject to the same rules.
Okay, I mean, that's a definitive statement.
Mm-hmm.
Rewards mean subscriptions and advertising revenue share, which is a function of how many people subscribe and the advertisers, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Whatever.
Which is just kind of desperate on Tucker's side to do Tucker on it.
Looks really pathetic. Anyway, back to his rap sheet. He was, in 2004, he was trying to get a warrant dismissed, and a sworn affidavit claimed he was terminally ill. Wait, no, no, this can't be right. He signed a sworn affidavit that he had sex with Obama and smoked crack with him.
He's terminally ill.
Wait, he's
20 years ago.
His prognosis has done been quite.
I'm terminally ill too.
Well, no.
I'm gonna die of old age.
No, that's why Tucker said he's still alive, because he is terminally ill.
Oh, right. Oh, maybe that's why he was clarifying.
Wouldn't
That's
lie
fair.
a sworn affidavit.
Right.
Nobody would.
It's awesome.
All right, here they start talking about the sexual encounter, which is the good part.
Let's go.
So you start rubbing his leg, and he's, I mean,
Yeah, let's get to the details.
I've had guys that I read wrong that would literally try to break your hand.
For sure.
If you went
For
in that
sure.
route. So it's not like this was something that he wasn't into.
Looks like his hands were broke.
Yeah, he's wearing two cats. What?
Wait.
I just
They're like,
noticed that.
What happened last night?
He tried to touch Tucker.
From personal experience.
I just thought he had carpal tunnel.
Come on, that's so on the nose.
Wait, also they have branded mugs. Tucker on X.
Oh my god.
He's committed.
That's so beautiful.
He's committed.
There's no shot.
It's
They
like,
don't-
trust me, people bit the shit out of me just last night.
It definitely wasn't Barack's first time. That much I'm absolutely certain of. And I would almost be willing to bet you it wasn't his last.
This man is a
Oh my
prolific
God.
criminal liar.
He's saying Obama's ran through.
Like basically, you could say basically that his profession, in one word, is deceit. That's kind of sums up his criminal
History.
And here is Tucker, our dear, dear friend.
Whose profession is deceit.
Right. Birds of a feather.
It's just that he just wants to get to the bottom of the truth.
This
Right.
man
So
is an
bad.
artist.
Thank God that we have these venues for real journalism
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
we can have conversations.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere where we can engage.
Because this is not one-sided.
So you performed oral sex on
I
Barack
did.
Obama.
How was that? And how big was his load, would you say?
He almost gets to the point of action. I'm not kidding.
Give me more details. What was his balls saggy or firm, would you say?
What is the story that
so
this
what
guy
happened
had
after?
just rented a limo to do this?
Yeah.
Like, this is such like
I
fan
was-
fiction, dude.
Just got out of the Navy.
I was super rich and handsome and everyone loved me and I was in my limo.
I had just cleared a forged check for 50 G's. I was feeling good. Look at that. God, this is good shit.
Yeah, he's really thinking hard.
I'm so glad you left Fox
Concentrated.
News, man, for this. It's really good shit. You know,
He put on a suit for this.
he did.
And a tie.
You know, this really shows because he had handlers at Fox, and they would never let him run the story.
No.
It's too trashy for even them. It really shows how intentionally dishonest. Like he is just a straight up liar. And like there's no better picture of how bad faith he is than this.
Yeah.
I mean, he brought on a serial criminal who failed a lie detector test to come tell his old story.
This is a trashy tabloid story from 2008.
Yeah.
The way that he mentioned the lie detector, but not the failing of it. is
That's
insane.
brazen.
Dude,
Brazen.
he took one.
I mean, at least ignore it. Don't even bring it up.
Yeah.
So brazen. So cynical.
What hotel was that?
It was the Comfort Inn in Gurney.
Ooh, that sounds depressing.
Well,
What the fuck? That's like the most passionate he's been so far.
Comfort Inn? You guys stayed there? And how much was the room? It was about 19 a night. What?
Oh my god.
Well, I
Dude,
guess you guys had to save money for crack.
I swear he's trolling. So funny.
Rolling up to the Comfort Inn in a limo. Stretch limo.
Uh-huh, like they do. Like we do over there, Comfort Inn. They got the limos rolling in all the time. The bellboy helped us with our luggage.
the next day was somewhat interesting because he ends up showing up at my hotel room, which I thought
He wanted seconds.
Ooh, stalker.
somewhat weird.
I love this. It was weird. You know, I was weird at the guy who just gave him a blowjob in a limousine on the way home, casually. Was like, he was weirding me out.
I felt that it was a game for him.
To
This,
get what
what?
out of you?
I do not follow.
So you were left with a bad taste in your mouth.
Sometimes, yeah.
Dude.
He did not say that.
There's no way he's not trolling.
Semen
Yeah.
tastes good.
Could you please draw a picture of his cock?
That would be helpful. Yeah.
This man literally said it left a bad taste in your mouth, and nobody smiled.
I had no idea who he was until I'm sitting in my house in Tequila, Nayarit, Mexico in 2004. And
I was on the run from the law, probably true. in Mexico for
100%.
forging checks.
Wait, so he didn't even know it was Obama at the time?
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
That's his
he was
story.
high all the time, so could
Right.
there be a potential
Maybe he's
Case
just
of mistaken
some
identity?
random guy?
No.
That's a fair question.
Yeah.
It should be noted too. He was a senator at the time too. He was the senator of Illinois.
Right.
Because, like I said, I didn't know that much about him.
Tucker, you know how dumb this is. You know.
He totally knows.
You know, dude.
He's like a giddy baby.
Why are you doing this with your life, man?
That's so embarrassing.
Like, just, does he have kids? I mean, does he have something to do other than this? Maybe he just doesn't have anything going. And this is he just wants attention, probably. He probably is very starved for attention because he was the biggest guy in news and now
That's
he's just
true.
a total nobody.
Yeah.
This is exclusive. Do you understand? Literally anybody could get this guy on the show, probably.
Yeah.
Nobody thought to ask. That's the genius. He's been public with the story since the 2000 when he failed a lie detector test. He was all over the tabloids. He even did a press conference at the time. Here he is, shot. Here's Larry at a press conference in 2008 where he comments on Barack Obama's penis size. What made Tucker think, let's do this again? Let's bring this guy back.
Oh, that's him back
So-
then?
Yeah.
Was he?
Whoa.
Doing a press conference.
He kind of looks like Cav.
Yes.
Barack Obama is a wannabe black man with the white boys, and that's where I'll leave it.
Oh my
What?
God.
God.
That cannot be real. I love that he's this guy's gatekeeping blackness.
Yeah.
God.
He's a wannabe black dude. Take it from me, Larry Sinclair.
Yeah.
What? He ran for mayor of a town in Florida a few years back. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That was one of those weirdo crackhead candidates that.
Gay man who said he had sex with Obama is running for mayor of Florida. Honestly, it's probably refreshing for him to be taken seriously for the first time in his life by the biggest newsman in America. Larry, see, they gave better context here. Larry Sinclair, a convicted felon who has claimed he had gay sex with President Barack Obama, is running to be mayor. Larry gave a speech at the National Press Club in 2008 while Obama was running for president, alleging that the then Senator Obama brought and smoked cocaine and had gay sex with him. Shame. Sinclair, who has served prison time in Arizona, Florida, and Colorado. Yo, that's a hat trick. How many people can say they served prison in three different states?
Right.
Let's go.
For forgery, fraud, and larceny, is now campaigning to win the mayor's seat in Cocoa, a town of around 19,000. Did he win?
He did not.
Damn.
He did not.
This is the real Catch Me If You Can. You know?
Here he is.
Oh yeah, that's where I got the photo.
Dude, Tucker is so fucking out of pocket for this. This is so
It looks
out
like
of
the
control.
Milady meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Obama?
Obama.
This is
That's what he said when he was leaving the limo.
It's just so insane. So I guess that's the story.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I mean, the video's about 45 minutes long. After a while, they just get into a circle jerk about how shitty the president is.
I got the good stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if
you get the gist.
Dick two.
What? Oh, Elon said, of course, the probability his claims are true would rest on objective evidence rather than claims made by someone with a dubious history.
Huh. Yeah, I also saw this one. Dave Portnoy was had interesting
what did he
insight
have to
because
say?
Portnoy went on Tucker's show a couple weeks ago, and I guess they
mass film.
I think they filmed it on the same day.
Really?
So Dave says he met this guy.
Said, I met Larry Sinclair when I was doing my Tucker thing a couple weeks ago. I would trust Anna Delvey before I trusted anything Larry Sinclair said. I'm assuming that's The lady who wrote the article about him?
No.
No, Anna Delvey. She's the one who like defrauded her friends.
Oh, okay.
In New
Yeah,
York.
I know her. I know her.
Famous con woman.
Yeah.
So let's see. I would trust her before I trusted anything Larry had to say. Top to bottom, maybe the least trustworthy human I've ever laid eyes on. I'd say this story has 0% chance of being true, and that's generous.
Real sees real, Dave.
Right.
That's coming. What are you doing, Tucker? How can he do this? There has to be consequences.
So I feel like 0 people are buying this.
Nobody's
0.
buying this.
Yeah.
But it's getting so much like retweeting and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Like
I
a
mean,
joke.
all the usual suspects, I'm sure, are buying it. But like, not even like, I haven't seen, but I have to imagine Ben Shapiro, like people like that are like, this is stupid. You know what I mean?
Look it up.
Like
I
Is
do
anyone
wonder.
covering it?
maybe Crowder would take the bait on this.
I'd say
I'm even skeptical that Crowder would buy into this. That's like how
I
low
think there are old people that could potentially be like, "Oh, Tucker said it. It must be true."
Maybe.
We should get him to call in. Yo, let's reach out to Larry.
You want to talk to Larry?
I have some questions for my boy, and I'm sure he'd come on if we offer to pay him. I was like, "Yeah, I'll give you $100 if you call in." Reach out to Larry.
Yep. This is my dream.
I need to talk to Larry.
If you give him $100 more, he'll accuse Tucker of the same thing.
Yeah. If I give you 200, will you say the exact opposite?
I need him to know I believe him.
Dude, I could have so much fun talking to Larry.
Yeah, fuck it.
Obama wrote
Hear him out.
that he was attracted to men because he was trying to impress bi girls when he was in college.
Yeah, that was my. I don't remember the story well enough, but I did remember having that thought that seems.
He was 21. He was in college, and he wrote it to an ex-girlfriend. And he said something along the lines of, "I make love to men daily, but in the imagination."
Therefore, vis-a-vis, Larry's telling the truth. So Bobbi Althoff is a comedian. She's very funny. In fact, I'm just going to toot my own horn here. I've been following her since even before all of her phenomenal podcast guests. Okay, so I've been a fan since before it was cool.
Really?
That's
You
true.
did not reveal this to us when we were talking about it earlier. I didn't know you
I did say
stand.
that. I thought I mentioned that I've been following her for a
I
while.
know this?
Yeah.
I knew about it.
Okay.
I've been following since like way back. Let's see. If you go back, when she had a baby and she was doing all kinds of, she was doing this shtick with her husband where like she hated the husband, and I thought it was funny. She's a great thing, right? Her whole shtick, I guess, and not to demean it by calling it shtick, but she's very funny. So she's been blowing up big time. And I first noticed this whole podcast phenomenon when she did this podcast with Funny Marco. This shit is phenomenal. Have y'all seen this?
No, I haven't.
God,
seen
it's
this one.
so funny. So
Didn't know about any of this until this whole like Drake thing went down.
So this
She's
guy,
great.
Funny Marco, who I discovered via this and I now follow, is another kind of TikTok comedian, but their chemistry is nuts,
What's your
dude.
type?
And I'm sure that Drake saw this and then reached out to her for the interview. But here's a clip.
You're not my type.
What's your type?
People that, like, my type is just brothers, a lot of wild ghetto shit, just booty titties. Just somebody just patting their head all day and just saying, "Where's my baby daddy? Where's my baby daddy? Oh, you got me fucked up. I'm about to bust all your windows out. You got it all twisted in this motherfucker. Go get my motherfucking gun before I beat your ass and I cheat on her." And then she just like, "Oh no, the fuck you didn't cheat on me." And she beat me up. And then I'll be in jail and I get out and I'll be like, "Yo, like, why you call the police on me?" And she's just like, "Because you ain't shit, motherfucker." And then that's when I'm just like, yo, lady, chill out. I love you. And we start kissing. Then she be like, "Now go in there and take care of your stepson, because he ain't really your son, motherfucker." And I'm like, whoa, shit, I like that. I don't think you got that in you.
Let me find one where it's got more of their back and forth. Hold on one sec here.
Yeah, so then I thought you have really white teeth, by the way.
What do you thought they would be?
Like mine aren't really white.
No, why you say like yellow or some shit?
Yeah, mine are yellow.
No, you think mine be yellow.
Mine are.
You're not yellow.
Yeah, yours are really white. I was complimenting you and you're taking
No, you
it
said
all the
like
wrong
you
way.
said like wow, your shit really white. Like Like, your shit should not be that white.
You really like to be offended by everything I say, don't
No, if you look it back, I think that's you.
I was just caught off guard. You
You
smiled
said,
for
oh,
the
wow. You
first
said,
time.
oh, wow, your teeth are really white. And you did this. You look.
Because it's not typical to have teeth that white. That's unusually white. Do you get them whitened? Better not be yes after all of this you've just said. Do you whiten your teeth? Do you whiten your teeth? Do you whiten your teeth?
You don't give me a
Why
chance.
are you not answering me?
Wow.
Do you whiten your teeth? It takes 10 seconds, yes or no?
I just ripped them out the plastic. They been acting brand new. Be happening sometimes.
So anyway, I don't know. It's all very, very funny stuff like this. And so, what the fuck? This one is 26
Would you say
million.
that you're easy?
hmm Oh, like easy to get along with?
I mean, however you want to take it. You said yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy.
That's good. Me too. I feel like I need to start having standards for myself.
You don't have standards?
I dated a girl in a wheelchair.
Okay, there's no-
No, but I'm telling you, she walked out my life still.
Sorry to hear that.
So, okay, very funny. So after this was a huge viral film. Like, all these clips have so many views. And then all of a sudden, she starts posting pictures of her with Drake. And they start teasing that she's doing an interview like this with Drake. Now, she did the interview. It, as we expected, got a gajillion views. 55 million. Did it have 55 million views on YouTube?
Really? That's crazy.
I think it was total. I forget. It was up there though. It was very high, very very high.
So it was, a viral, just as we expected, and very funny. I gotta say, like, if Drake is doing PR right now, that was a really good move because I thought he came off really likable and very funny, and I even hate to say this, down to earth.
Yeah, in a weird way.
Which is kind of weird to say about a guy that lives in $1 billion house, literally.
He calls himself Champagne Poppy.
Yeah, but he was really funny. I gotta say, it really. I went home and I put on some Drake.
Oh yeah.
Drake. So, here's a re-upload of the video. So here's where the mystery comes in. Yesterday, was it?
Either yesterday or the day before, I think.
They both unfollowed each other, and she erased all social posts with him and erased the YouTube video interview.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them had like a straight up social media breakup. How weird is that? And obviously my first thought was like, it's probably publicity, right? Without watching too much of this here. It's basically, they have a really good rapport. Very funny.
Yeah.
I wish I could show you the clips on TikTok that grab the best moments, but I don't know. Are there any up?
Olivia was telling me there was
Not-
shorts up. Is that? Did you?
So
Not on her TikTok. They're taken down.
Yeah, shorts.
I didn't do that.
So here the next day or yesterday they started erasing the shit, and I'm wondering. Also, by the way, she did an episode 3 months ago when she started this podcast. Her first guest was Colleen Ballinger,
That's so bizarre.
who she's
Those
now
clips are
she's now
crazy.
unlisted. By the way, here is a short. This one's a little easier
I
to
don't
take
know
in.
Other questions? Do
Okay.
you have any other questions?
Not
for me?
really. Not really. It's probably best you skedaddle home to be
Are you
mother
gonna
of the
buy me a
year,
flight
right?
home? Are you gonna buy me a flight home?
I can do that. It's the least I could do.
Can it be nonstop?
Hmm?
Nonstop.
Was that like a...
So anyway, whatever. So what is going on here? I'm very curious what y'all think. Is it possible? Here, they did an interview with her. Let's see. When I started my podcast in April, I wanted to do interviews with celebrities, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. It's really hard to get my guests, so I made a video on TikTok saying I would give $300 to any person who successfully connected me with a celebrity. That's kind of interesting.
Really? Oh, that is a good move, I guess.
Just a little headhunter thing.
How much?
Selling out their famous friends for $300. I got the same standing offer. Fuck it, $300 to anyone that could get me a
Drake.
Let's see, who do we want? Barack Obama, 300 for Barack.
Uh-huh.
And pussy too.
And pussy too.
What
We
about
could have
Trump?
a banger interview with Barack.
What about Trump? Would you have him?
Trump, $300 for Trump, easy. Yeah, standing offer.
Great.
So Rick Glassman, the comedian, was the first person I was able to interview because somebody tagged him, and he was like, "Okay, I'll do it." And I sent her $300 and did the episode with Rick. There you go, girl. Then I got a random comment on TikTok asking if I heard of Funny Marco, a comedian also known for his dry interview style. Took a screenshot of the comment, posted on my Instagram stories, and then tagged him saying, "Marco, if you want to make this girl $300, DM me." He had over 4 million followers at the time, and I only had 500,000. I was like, "Hey, he's not going to see this," but he replied like a second later. So I sent the girl 300. He came on the podcast. Our video together got so many views, and Drake liked it, and then he followed me. This is, dude, the way that these podcasts hit. I almost haven't seen anything like it before. Podcasts are boring, man. They're hard to like get people to watch.
Yeah.
To, be like, "Hey, check out this fucking awesome podcast." I mean, how many people are just going to watch that and then go watch the podcast?
And yeah, most podcasts you need like prior like lore and shit
Not
like
ours.
that.
You can just hop in
That's
at any
true.
moment.
Ours is
There's
not
no
like that.
there's no inner jokes. there's no-
Yeah.
I intentionally crafted so that anybody could hop in at any time and understand everything we're talking about.
Yeah, I thought she had like a little bit of an industry plan vibe to her at first, but hearing what you just said, that she kind of headhunted and stuff like that, kind of makes sense, I guess.
Well, Dan had an industry plant theory, which I'm curious about. But I mean, listen, it went a little too easy, don't you think? Marco and then Marco to Drake.
It's a big leap
from Marco to like the most famous person in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Mark Cuban came on because
Mark Cuban.
Let me go to her YouTube channel and see all the famous people she's had on now.
I feel like Mark Cuban probably saw something in her, like when he wanted to be after Drake. I feel like
everybody saw these funny Marco ones and was like, "I can do that."
Yeah.
Right. I decided to just go for it, she said, and shoot my shot. I DM'd Drake and asked if he wanted to be on my podcast. He said yes. He sent me his touring schedule, and I knew that I needed to make it happen fast. So me and my friend flew to Memphis 2 days after the original DM was sent to record the episode. I mean, listen, Drake has done stuff with this before. He played with Ninja. That's what catapulted him.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
He's also played on Twitch with other people. Also, he just casually gambles, on stake.com just for the love of the game.
Yeah. Not a sponsorship at all.
Definitely not. So let me see. Now, Dan, you had an industry plant theory, and I know that's like a running joke. What is an industry plant? Can you tell me that? I don't even know what that means.
Well, I think usually you hear it in relation to the music industry, where an artist will suddenly blow up and just is getting promoted everywhere. And the idea is that they have the full support of a major label, but they are trying to make their explosion in virality seem organic.
So, but how do they find this girl? Someone found this girl and says, "You're going to be famous." Like, what?
I mean, here's the thing. She had a huge following on TikTok prior to any of this podcast stuff of just being like one of those mom TikTokers or whatever.
Well, her persona is the same as you see on the podcast. She just did it with like her husband.
Right. So I'm not necessarily saying that her entire career is set up. However, the sudden just surge in popularity and just being all over social media and everything, and pretty much immediately being able to secure huge guests, not just Drake. I mean, the Mark Cuban one really like raises an eyebrow for me too. It's like Mark Cuban isn't just going on random new podcasts on a regular basis.
That's a good point. I haven't watched the Mark Cuban one.
Yeah.
But look, she hasn't done that many episodes. One was Colleen, which she axed, rip to the goat.
Mm-hmm.
I think I read earlier that that episode was released the week that her controversy started. So
awesome.
Good timing.
So then Funny Marco, this one went massive on TikTok. I mean, it has 3.4 million on YouTube, which is a lot for a podcast, especially a channel that like just got made. Then from that, she talks about Armani White. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming it's a musician. Then Little Yachty. Then Mark Cuban. or Drake was before Mark Cuban, I think, but she removed the fucking episode.
I think the Drake was after, but it was like
really.
And then
forget.
she
I
just
forget.
did Tyga.
Right. It's crazy.
So what's your theory behind the industry plant thing? You said you read something.
I don't necessarily have a theory. Well, so first of all, one of the main things that you'll see, and I'm seeing in our chat right now, is that she's got the same management as Drake or whatever.
Okay,
she's managed by WME. Now, Ethan, you can speak on this, but that doesn't mean as much as people probably think.
So when I heard that, as someone who's even worked with them on the influencer front, the influencer WME is like not even in the same building. Like this is like a joke, dude. The influencer side, they literally just email anyone with 50,000 views and try to just parasite any money off them. I highly doubt that WME representing Drake has almost nothing to do with WME representing her. Although, I mean, if she blew up this big, I can see them making a connection there,
But yeah, potentially. But the weird thing was, like, I couldn't find. I was Googling around before the show trying to find exactly when she started getting represented by WME, because there are several articles out there in the last week or so saying that she just got representation from them after the Drake interview.
Girl, you should be careful about that, because you go big, all of a sudden you have all these people reaching out to you, and you're like, oh, WME, that sounds great. No, they're fucking horrible.
But these articles, I could not find a solid source on that claim. And they weren't necessarily on, it was like, I think I saw one that was like Dexerto, which, no shade to Dexerto, but not necessarily Pulitzer stuff here, you know what I mean? But I tried to find some sort of announcement, because usually when WME signs a big influencer or new talent or something, they'll put out PR about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll announce it, or they'll put something in the trades.
But just being with
I couldn't
WME,
find
that
any official information. So I don't know where they're getting this info that she was just signed to WME.
But even if she is, that seems kind of light for industry plant. Seems to me like
it points a little bit more towards that.
Well, what does that even? I don't even know what that means.
It
Like
just means
she's
that
famous.
they have sort of tacit support of the industry.
I don't know.
That
She
they're
makes
gonna be
good
pushed in
content.
the algorithms and everything without, subtly try to make it seem.
I'm Team Bobby. I think she did this.
For plants.
And the rise is insane. I agree, but I don't think it. I'm not trying to take any credit away from her.
Yeah. I think regardless, she's hilarious, and I like these interviews. So it doesn't necessarily.
Right. It's a great product.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it. I mean, you could tell from the Funny Marco, the Drake, they have like tens of millions of views. But okay. Is Tyga enemies with Drake? Somebody said in chat. I'm not sure about the street beef.
I was wondering if maybe like she's gonna bring on someone that Drake has beef with, and like it's promo for it. But no, like I don't think so.
So what is going on here? Because none of them said anything, and they just erased.
Very strange.
So my initial thought is it's got to be coordinated. Can't imagine a world where they actually had a falling out. How is that even possible?
Yeah,
it's like a huge dub for both of them. There couldn't possibly be a. The only thing
it
is
does
like
start. I mean, we're talking about it, right? It got a big wave of buzz, and then that starts to die off because the cycle moves on, as these things do. And then they pull something like this, and all of a sudden everybody's talking about it again and looking for it. Maybe it goes back up in a few days.
Well, I think if they're doing it on purpose, it's got to be in preparation for something they're planning. Either another video together, where they have some backstory about how they got in a fight and erased each other from social media. The only serious thing I could see is potentially some kind of legal thing, but that just seems so dumb to me.
Or like maybe she went to his show and he was creepy maybe and forgot that she was married, wanted to hook up.
Huh?
I don't
You
know.
think so? Well, here's
like I don't think she would probably respond so like publicly because people are gonna see that you unfollow and you delete all your shit.
and then why would Drake
Reciprocate.
erase her? It's like so petty and weird. That's an interesting theory I hadn't thought about. But here she is. She was just at his show. This was what? Saturday. Here's what she posted, which I guess is now erased, right? Yeah, Drake. Yeah, that's what he sounds like. I love Drake. So she erased this. Okay. What the fuck?
It's pretty what the fuck. I don't know.
It does not make sense in my brain, even if it's like a publicity stunt to delete viral shit. So counterintuitive. Because that shit was still getting views. That shit was still popular.
It was such a fat dub for both of them.
Yeah, so in my brain, it gotta be legal stuff. That it wasn't like an authorized interview with his label or some shit. And
That would be crazy if Drake couldn't like tell them to fuck off though.
Well, that's
Also, that wouldn't constitute them unfollowing each other. That-
Right. There's the beef.
Good point.
There's
That's
the beef.
that adds to it.
By the way, I've seen her joking about this industry plant thing. I didn't know that people were actually serious. She's celebrating because the industry planted me.
I mean, our chat seems very divided on it.
What? I don't even get that. I guess do a poll. I'm curious about the industry plant theory.
I feel like industry plant is just having a big team behind them. Like having a good.
That doesn't mean she's a plant. I mean, she's still talented and
it's
she
just
had a following before.
The key aspect of it. It can take a few forms, but that people don't necessarily catch on to the fact that they're being heavily promoted.
They're being groomed, promoted. Okay, do a poll.
Do
industry
you think
plant.
Bobbi is an industry.
Because like Drake is petty like that.
Hmm.
He had a
He
thing
is.
with Like I wouldn't put it past him to reciprocate like in a nasty way.
Well, remember that DMC sent Fantano. That shit was crazy.
That was so wild.
He doesn't play on Instagram.
In fact, this interview was so good, I forgot that he's such a petty bitch. And I was like, oh, he's down to earth and cool.
Right. Yeah, he's a douche.
Fuck me.
Yeah, our poll is looking quite divided here. Close to 50-50.
But she's been on the internet so long and she's been successful. People like
Well, listen, her initial success, I think, is almost certainly organic. I think the industry plant thing is just for the podcast specifically.
Ethan's
the
getting
podcast was
defensive.
set up to be.
Listen, I'm not getting
huge
defensive
thing.
for Bobby. I just don't get it. You don't talk shit about Bobby. What the fuck? I'm on their plant team, by the way. I'm being paid to run defense for her.
Botanist.
So if this is actually a real beef, it's stunning. It's unreal.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy. I really have a hard time. Please interview Rich Lux. Rich is part of the gang. He's coming with us to Disneyland for sure. Him and Dan are going to hold hands and skip the whole time. They're going to ride on Space Mountain together.
That would be good content.
Dan is the queen. Can't do nothing wrong. Dan is the queen.
So, I see lots of people saying Drake is a creep. I'm not sure. I don't know about his whole lore, you know what I mean? I know we goofed on him for the Millie Bobby Brown thing, which was pretty weird.
That's so bad.
Yeah, that was almost pretty bad.
So maybe he tried to, you think he tried to have sex with her? That would certainly do it.
I think maybe.
Yeah. Millie
I
Bobby
mean, like,
Brown, Bobby
maybe-
Althoff. It's the Bobby,
Maybe-
dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he just thought that she was single and that she came to his show and. But I feel like
doesn't. He
their
knows.
rapport, like she could have just been like, "No, fuck off, I'm married." Like I feel like it wouldn't have been that
Serious.
dramatic.
We're going to have to check back in on this in a week.
Yeah, because he did like follow Ice Spice, then unfollow Ice Spice, and then refollow Ice Spice. Like
What was that about?
It was about probably thinking she was hot, but like he does do that. It was in the news.
Such a weird.
That is good to know.
Such a weirdo.
I mean,
we're going to keep an eye on this because if they don't come out with like some kind of planned thing in the next week or two, then this is serious. This actually is a real beef.
Yeah, then
which I have to know what happened.
Then I'm defaulting to that Drake did something weird and creepy.
I mean,
my brain goes there. If it's
Occam's
not,
razor, right? Like,
yeah. If it's not fake,
No, Occam's razor to me is legal stuff.
But then why did they
legal
unfollow each other?
stuff. The
Right.
unfollow-
See, that counters
unfollowing,
that.
Yeah, I don't
unfollowing
think that works.
ruins it
Yeah.
all.
So I
So
don't
if
know.
Occam's razor, if we were to follow the razor, the unfollow, the deleting, Occam's razor tells me it's a fake. It's a planned.
I mean, that was my initial impression as well. But
right now, yeah, I agree
It's a
with
planned
you.
shtick.
But if nothing changes in 1 week, it changes to him being weird.
I guess it has to.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense to remove it and then like prolong it even longer.
It doesn't make any sense for them. Yeah, the legal stuff doesn't make sense with the unfollow.
Yeah.
Also, it's coming back to the poll. It's almost exactly 50-50. I feel like this is the most divided we've ever had a
we
poll.
never get polls this close.
Like it'll always lean one way or another a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. The people are torn, and frankly, I am too. That's why I was saying I don't necessarily subscribe to the theory, but there are many elements of this that are very strange.
Ace family divorce.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. I thought they were the perfect family.
I'm crushed.
Yeah,
I'm crushed. I would have never guessed that the relationship wasn't perfectly healthy.
Blood boiling.
Foreclosing on a house can put a lot of strain on a relationship, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Also, having a husband that is serially cheating on you can be a tremendous strain on a marriage.
Yeah.
That's
what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Constantly DMing OnlyFans models trying to sign them up. Look at this shit. So first, let's look at the announcements, and then Austin's been DMing OnlyFans models, trying to recruit them.
Yeah.
Best life possible.
And now we've had another person reached out. So we had two separate people reach out to show us receipts.
Uh-huh.
It's very interesting. Apparently, this is like a thing that's happening. Tons of influencers, men and women, mostly men, are messaging girls. I think these companies, agencies, whatever, they're paying influencers to DM people and recruit them.
Interesting.
How fucking sick
That
is that? So
sounds
they're doing, it's
shady.
like it is. It's totally behind the scenes. And then what you see when I'll pull it up is they're all the same. They're copy pasting the same message.
What?
So what I think is happening is Austin is probably, for him to debase himself that low, a man with children, he's got to be earning like a lifetime percentage or something.
And he also has like been unfaithful, right?
Rumor has it.
Lots of rumors.
Lots of rumors.
Yeah. Anyway, here is
Mhm.
dude, we got that Ace family framed photo in the bathroom. What do we do with that?
It's so messed up.
We honor them. What are you talking
In fact,
about?
I
Can
sent
someone
the pic-
grab it?
Yeah.
Well, here, I actually have this.
Oh, that's
Yeah, there it is.
I sent in our group chat yesterday a picture of it because I was just so devastated by the news. It's like crying my eyes out in the bathroom right now.
So true. So.
And Cam sent this.
Oh no, Cam, you did him dirty.
Daddy wasn't there.
Oh no.
I think we do need to actually modify this.
Here it is. Oh, it's quite big. I forgot how big it is.
Oh yeah.
And this is what we got at Ace Fest. We had it signed.
Mm-hmm.
This is authenticated, real, signed. This is when the family was still together.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so the value on this has got to be going up, like by the minute. Now what we need to do is get a signed poster from each parent individually so that we can have different eras represented, like when they're together, when they're separated, one from each.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm joking, but the kids lose. The kids lose, and they've been losing, unfortunately. And I'm sure they saved lots of money for their college funds.
Hope so.
From using their kids for money. What? Why are you laughing? You don't think they save money for the college fund? You don't think they have a fat S&P 500 investment account for them?
What do you think, since their entire brand was built around exploiting their children, that they would have set aside some percentage of that money.
If they love them.
I really hope so.
That's maybe not for that.
The silver lining of all this is I hope it means 2 Ace Fests now.
Oh.
Does this mean there'll never?
Oh, dude, that's a good point.
Competing Ace Fest.
Yo.
Does this mean there's not going to be another Ace Fest?
Oh, that would be tragic.
No, it's like Christmas. You get 2 Christmases, 2
hopefully it's
Hanukkahs, 2
2.
birthdays,
Right.
2 Ace Fests.
Oh man! All right, so here's Catherine. She put out a post. Pretty boring, honestly. Like, I read this, I was like, whatever. Just tell me what actually happened. Nobody, you know what I mean? Like, get a load of this. As I start this new year, I will challenge myself in ways that I have never done before. 2024 will be my year of transformative change, and with this taking place, one of the steps of my journey is the difficult decision to leave my marriage. So she's making it sound like she left his ass.
Yeah.
She left his cheating, scheming,
That's what I understood
pathetic
when I read that.
ass. Dude's not even an earner anymore. He's in DMs trying to earn commission from actual workers.
Yep.
We have mutually agreed. Girl, you can't walk that back. You can't go to mutually agreed. To divorce and will part amicably. Our paths as couples have shifted. Yada, yada, yada. She says, I'm heartbroken, but I also feel liberated. That's a jab.
Did she post first?
Yeah.
I am goofing, but divorce is really horrible.
It is horrible, especially when there's kids involved.
Yeah, but I
And
mean,
they
what
have
can I
3
do?
little kids.
Who gets custody of the jet ski? Ick Clark asks. I'm sure
Good
they'll. Dude, I'm sure their divorce talks will be really fun with the lawyers and stuff. Although who knows? Maybe it's amicable.
Maybe
He gets to keep all the OF commissions, and she
Gets full custody of the kids.
Oh God. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. Our main priority will be to stay united as parents. Yada 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 yada. And Austin, you're my best friend, and that will never change. Yeah, dude, I'm not buying it. 1 million likes though. People really fuck with these people, man.
Yeah.
Probably not the best time to say this, but it's about damn time. Happy for you. You deserve loyalty. So I guess everybody knows he's like a serial cheater.
Yeah, it seems pretty open.
About time, Catherine. You deserve way better.
I just need a little excitement in my life.
I know, man, but you got to find other ways to do that because when you cheat on your wife, you also cheat on your kids.
Mhm.
When they're young kids, man,
Right.
you're doing it to your whole family.
I would never do anything to hurt them, ever.
Okay, well, I hope that's true. Why is everyone hating on Austin in here? What the hell? Where have you been?
Some people might just be.
This man hasn't opened YouTube in a decade.
All right.
Idiot.
His comments are a lot juicier.
I'm going to go to his next, yeah.
Right.
This man hasn't opened YouTube since their first Staples
Yeah. He was out at the
quote,
high point.
charity
Yeah.
raising event. Oh my God, congratulations, girl. You can do so much better than him. He's been weighing you down for years. Dude, the comments are wild, though. This is like a celebration.
Because I think with him, I read that it's been said so many times by many people that he's a cheater.
Yeah.
And she's probably had to deal with that every single time, somebody says it.
And you know what? I'm assuming, but she's probably like always forgiving him, trying to make it work for the family,
Mhm.
and his dumbass keeps doing it. Of course, this is all, I don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't know anything about them.
But I'm for sure right.
Yeah.
Here's Austin's post. Let's compare it. Hers had 1 million. His only has 650,000, which is a lot. But Catherine is the breadwinner here.
Uh-huh.
Austin, who?
Mm-hmm. If I were gonna drop a like, I would drop it on Catherine.
It's
What-
still a lot, by the way.
I think I support Catherine.
Yeah.
I'm with her.
Should I like it? Maybe we'll like it.
You can like it. I'm cool with that.
Thank you.
Like it, girl.
Thank you, girl.
Why this
I mean,
one?
if you're gonna cheat on your wife with 3 young children, yeah, I'm immediately siding with the wife, obviously.
Why this photo? This is the divorce photo. They sky jumped. They skydived. She's like, the parachute didn't open on our marriage. I don't know.
Read the caption, and it will all make sense.
For this new year, I'll be taking a leap of faith.
There you go.
Oh. He trusted
You
that
think
parachute.
so? God.
Yeah.
That's corny, bro.
It's a little corny, yeah.
I've made the hardest decision of my life. The decision to close the book on my marriage. So he's trying to say he left her.
Yes, which is why I was waiting for you to read this one, and
In
that's
a
why
book?
I asked if she posted first, because
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you're gonna say that you did, so I'm gonna say the same thing.
Why is his profile picture is just his name? Like
It's Austin.
He's a brand.
That's actually the worst because, like, who the fuck?
It's Austin.
I wonder what Catherine will do now. I'm curious, and I don't think he'll do anything. I think he's just fucked. Like nobody likes you, bro.
Does she not have some like beauty line or something?
Oh wait, hold on.
Wasn't there even
Maybe
like a
she's
scandal
not,
around it? or
Yeah,
something?
she was like, yeah, there was a whole beauty scandal where like her ex-partner was suing her.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
something like that.
Skincare brand.
She did like
Oh,
a hostile
Jesus.
takeover or something.
There's a
didn't know
couple
about
things
that.
with her too.
Yeah.
She
Oh.
has her fair.
That said, that is my
Yeah.
guess is that that's where her
Every
pivot will be.
budding beauty.
Gross, Jordan. We have mutually agreed to divorce. This is basically the same thing. We both understand that we want to be parents and blah 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 and yada yada yada. Okay.
Oh, I'm seeing in the chat that this photo is from when he proposed.
Oh, that's
sad.
That's kind of fucking.
That's kind of sad. Yeah.
Hey, that's really sad, bro. Why would you? His ass got dumped.
Yeah, to make her feel bad or something.
He for sure got dumped because this photo is way too sentimental.
Right. And what was her photo again?
It was just the message, I think.
It was just a message, right? She
yeah.
didn't even post.
That's a good move.
She, it's her. She left him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No question about
And
it.
good for her.
He was for sure crying when he posted this.
I saw people say it's wild to phrase your divorce as like a New Year resolution.
Yeah.
New year, new you.
They're like, this year,
Right.
my resolution is to be single and ready.
Coconut say you're divorced.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, listen, I wish the best for their family, for their kids, but this is the sad part. Now here's the funny and
Wait,
really.
you missed the comments on that.
Oh right.
He's right under.
I got a comment on it that got like 3,000 likes.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No,
AB's in the
4,000.
mix.
Shit.
All right. Let's see here. Womp womp. How'd you fumble a 10? Oh, so she's got suitors, eh? People are lining up. Talking about divorce like a New Year's resolution is crazy.
Congratulations.
In other words, he's saying he's for the streets. Gave her hella kids for what? Yeah. Never did I think I would see a post about them divorcing. I'm in denial right now. Oh, that person is just sad. They're just devastated. Sorry. You didn't see this coming? You know, I thought they might be like having thick as thieves kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like they're in it together.
I think they
They definitely
The
portrayed.
cheating thing,
They
though.
portrayed themselves like that. But yeah.
Their last YouTube video, it was like 7 months ago, but in it they were talking about them planning their wedding and they wanted it to be so extravagant, like the royal wedding. They were explaining.
So I have a theory about people that do huge weddings. It will never work.
Yep.
People who
Preach.
do huge, extravagant weddings are mega overcompensating, and that shit never works. Because the expectation from the beginning is crazy. Like, you need your wedding to be Buckingham Palace. Like, that's your expectation. You want to start there, and then come from Buckingham Palace where everybody is there, and you've got like elephants and like fresh picked flowers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People on
Like,
trapeze.
so over the fucking top. And then the next day you just go home. And then you got to live your life.
Right.
This person says, saw this coming. I feel she's become very spiritual and is trying to find herself. Okay. Catherine's found God. She found inner peace and meaning in life since she left Austin.
Here's a cool comment. My husband and I make really good money and had a 5K wedding with 10 guests, and I have a $1,000 ring, and we bought a $1 million home with the money we saved.
Hell yeah.
Which is amazing.
Dude, 5,000's a lot. That's a lot of money already. Like,
In the wedding world, that's practically nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But like, dude, I could throw a good ass party for $5,000, like in the backyard.
Mhm.
Like,
5,000.
You know what I mean? 5,000. That's a big ass budget for a party.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if he's deleting comments, by the way, because there was a lot of them about Michael B. Jordan.
Wait, what about Michael B. Jordan?
Because she used to date. He used to date Catherine.
Yeah.
Before them?
Yeah, before them. And they've always kind of held that over him.
Whoa, that's a gnarly ex-boyfriend. How do you live up to that?
I know.
That's like the worst ex-boyfriend you could ever have.
Well, I've always kind of had the theory that a lot of the stuff Austin does is to compensate for that. Like the whole basketball game, because he was a basketball player, is like he wants to act like he has that same fame.
Maybe they'll come back together. Is
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan? I think is he married? We're gonna have to work on that.
I don't know.
They were always in love. They just the past didn't cross, right? That's nuts.
Who is it that she was dating?
Michael B. Jordan. He's the guy from The Wire, the scrawny kid from The Wire that grew up and got all jacked. Yeah. Now
Creed.
everybody loves him now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh right, and Austin did the boxing thing. Was he
Right,
imitating
right,
Creed?
right. Yeah.
Weird.
This was kind of yeah.
Hey, I found your comment, AB. I'll never recover from this, bro. Rip. Neither will he.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so that's the sad part. But here's the funny part. And if you're feeling bad for Austin, don't worry. This will make you not feel bad for him at all. So we talked about it on Wednesday that Austin had sent. Here's the one we shared, actually. Austin had sent this person on OnlyFans.
It's the second photo in this album.
Oh, okay. So this is the girl who.
This is the initial one. Yep, the one that we talked about.
Do we know her or no?
No, it was posted on our subreddit.
So this lady, Laura Lux, I guess, posted this DM on Twitter. Didn't this guy have his house foreclosed on, she said? So he says, my bad for a random DM. Are you signed to an agency?
So this is the same message as we saw before with the my bad?
So hold on. Anyway, she says, I think agencies are predatory scams run by corny men who think they can involve themselves in women's business. You go, girl. So then we had...
Little Liana. She's a fan. We talked about her previous episode, but she sent me this.
So Little Liana, who's also she does OnlyFans?
Yes.
Okay. So he sent her an identical DM, and he even said "my bad"
Yeah.
as one. So is there a strategy there to seem like he's so like just casual?
Yeah.
Like you have a typo in the first
Definitely.
word.
Yes. It's exactly like you said, I think.
My bad. He's like, I don't really care.
That's kind of psychotic.
My bad for the random DM, he said. A close friend of mine. A close friend of your what? Him and his lady run an agency, and they were wondering if you were signed yet. And then she asked, are you involved in the agency at all? And then he said, I help them behind the scenes. They only work with a very select group. Would love to connect you so you can hear them out on what they could do for you. Sounds like sex trafficking,
So
honestly.
bizarre.
Well, now it gets even weirder. So another mutual of mine sent me this. This girl, I don't remember. She used to wear Teddy Fresh, and she would wear Teddy Fresh all the time. So I followed her like years ago. Lil Mochi.
Yes.
Remember her?
Yep. I know her.
So she's doing OnlyFans now.
Okay.
And so I don't know who this guy Zay Wilson is. But this motherfucker's out here messaging people. Oh my God. The same fucking thing. Here he messaged her.
Wilson.
You should link with the agent I work with here in LA. He does a lot to help make me money through brand deals, partnerships, management. Let me know if you're interested. I'll plug you. That's weird. But now she's like, look at all these messages I'm getting from people. The same shit. Hey, love, do you have a team? Hi, kind of random, but you pop. Hi, how are you? It would be nice. Like they're all trying to, hey, might be ridiculous question, but hi, this is so out of the blue. You should link with the agent I work with.
Wait, what?
Yo, what's up? I work with building and hey, hope this isn't too random, but so it's women and men.
Oh my God.
Isn't that creepy?
And they all have the same kind of like,
Yep.
hey, my bad.
Casual approach.
And these are famous. These are like real people with like
This
real
is
followers.
so weird.
I mean, Austin McBroom is doing this. But these people need to get called out a little bit. Like, this is a huge expose. Look at these freaks. All of them.
Yeah.
Super weird.
So Zay Wilson is a reality guy. And then what's with the women doing this? Like, damn.
Yeah.
These are obviously not girls. Man, these people are all such scumbags. Jesus Christ. Well, thank you to Lil Mochi Doll for sending this. This is actually awesome. She said, I know this week you made a podcast about manager scams, and I know you always bring light to it, so I thought maybe you would want a few more screenshots of kind of famous people doing the same. Oh, she says people from Love Island. Well, I don't expect great things from them, to be fair. Wait,
Lil
what?
Pump.
Little Pump is doing this?
I mean, no surprise. He's fell off so hard.
Wait, what the fuck? So who wants? Just a fan sent this in?
Yeah.
So Lil Pump goes, yo, and then they says, hi, Lil Pump. What up? Where are you from? Greece. Oh, that's fire. So I work with a really good OF management, and I think we can get something going. So hit me back if you're interested.
Get what going? These girls already have something going. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. No, it's just a bunch of bullshit. There's
Leeches.
Yeah.
Lil Pump? Is that the dude that collabed with Kanye?
Yeah.
Speaking of Kanye, there's actually a really nice Kanye update. Kanye has apologized to
In
the Jewish
Hebrew.
people. I didn't know that if the day would happen or what. I've seen a lot of people saying he was just a couple years late.
Yeah.
If Kanye was doing his shtick today, I think he would be voted president. He would have become president, yeah.
So true.
Early, you mean?
Say what?
You said late. You mean he was early.
Right. It was ahead of his time.
2 years early, yes. What happened to Lil Pump? Is he good still, Ian?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Lil Pump. I remember you saying you like Lil Pump.
What? When did I say that?
Kanye
Someone
and
will
Lil Pump did this collab where they were in like Dasani bottles or some
that.
shit. And I remember you saying,
I don't know. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Mm.
He's been kind of gone.
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
well, OF
like
models are hearing from him.
He was performing at like Trump's rallies and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
we just saw on his
That's
Instagram.
Now that's fallen off. Yeah, so Kanye West, he's come around. He's apologized to the Jewish community in Hebrew. Now taken down. Wait, why do you erase it? Why do you erase it?
He's out again.
They pulled.
He's out on the Jews.
What's her name? That apologized and removed the apology.
You know what I thought too about Kanye? Because he's like a contrarian. He does stuff to go against the grain and to get attention. Maybe now hating Jews has become way too mainstream.
I had
and
that thought,
loving
too.
Jews is now
the
awesome
That's the
counterculture.
contrarian.
Yeah. Loving Jews is counterculture as fuck right now. So wait, where's the translation? Because it got erased.
Our native speaker just walked away, so
There was 2 images in his post. It was the Hebrew and then the English.
Let me see.
Why do you? Oh, I have the translation here.
Yeah.
Why did he erase it, man? Should have left it up for the people. He says, "I sincerely apologize to the Jewish community for any unintended outbursts caused by my words or actions. It was not my intention to hurt or disrespect, and I deeply regret any pain I may have caused. I am committed
what are you talking about?
to starting with myself and learning from this experience to ensure greater sensitivity and understanding of the future. Your forgiveness is important to me, and I am committed to making amends and promoting unity." And he erased that.
What? It's so nuts.
This topic is so interesting. I know close to nothing about it. I haven't seen the Hulu show, which I'm assuming is why there's such a frenzy about this whole thing, right? It's got to be. Or do
Definitely
people-
part of it.
Yeah, okay. Was that show super popular?
It was.
Okay.
The act.
They were
But-
the last line of defense.
The act is the last line of defense. Thank you, Joe. So what's interesting to me is not just her story. It's the way that people react to her too. She has like there was like people got the idea that we were going to do this segment, and there's so many people, they go, leave Gypsy alone. You get that. And then you get the she's just not that. And what do you get? I guess it's just lots of leave Gypsy alone kind of stuff. It's, and then like, oh, you're exploiting this girl by talking about her. Really strong opinions. The thing that I thought was funny is just when she got out of prison, she immediately has been doing, like, she's loving it.
Well, yeah, if there's anything that she's made abundantly clear, it's that she wants people to hear her story.
Yeah, so this whole like, leave Gypsy alone. And then meanwhile, she's going on like every show.
Yeah. Let her, yeah.
How about
let her tell it?
How about let her decide what shows she wants to go on to? You don't need to, you know what I mean? Let her actually be like a human being. You don't. She doesn't need all you to be her handlers.
Let her have agency, finally.
Exactly. And she's not going to kill again, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, obviously, I, at the H3 podcast, can't promise.
Hey, and hopefully she's not going to kill again.
Yeah.
She's not going to kill again. We do not support murder here at the podcast.
Agreed.
We do not, for the
Agreed.
record.
And neither does Gypsy. And I have clips of her saying that.
Very brave.
She's against murder now?
Absolutely.
So she's changed her mind.
Killing him.
So
I don't
she
think
was-
she was ever. You'll see.
I'm actually looking forward to learning about it because I don't know. And you know what? People go like, I can't believe you're talking about Gypsy. Dude, that's what we do. This is my bread and butter.
Also, everybody's talking
It's
about
a
Gypsy
huge
right now.
story, and I don't know anything about it almost. So I'm fascinated. It's also like true crimey, which is my shit, you know.
That was the crime.
So you leave Gypsy alone. How about that? Turn the tables on you.
Yep.
We have decided to not leave her alone. In the proverbial sense that we're talking about her.
Yeah, in the sense that we're telling her story the way she wants
Yeah.
people to tell it.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Please
Yeah.
leave me alone. Don't clip that.
No.
Don't clip that. Ethan says he will not leave Gypsy Rose alone. All right, go ahead, Olivia.
Okay. Gypsy Rose. So,
Great.
next line. In order to have a discourse about what's happening right now, all of these articles are obviously flooding our timelines, our everything. We must have a discourse about how we got here. So, next slide. One more.
They're in a private plane together?
Yeah. They got benefits from
Okay.
how sick
Okay.
Gypsy was.
Sweet.
Seemed to be. So Gypsy Rose Blanchard was born in 1991 to her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard.
Dee.
You're so
Dee.
fast with that.
Who's ready?
They, Louisiana, if you go to the next one. Gypsy is a victim of Munchausen by proxy. As soon as she was born, her mom claimed that she had sleep apnea, and then going off from there, she later diagnosed her daughter with leukemia, muscular dystrophy. She said she required a wheelchair, a feeding tube, and she had a list of these problems that just went on forever, which included also seizures, asthma, hearing, and visual impairment.
So she was actually doing chemo and stuff?
She was getting treatments, but she was shaving Gypsy's head to make it seem like she
Oh,
was receiving
wow.
treatments. So if you go to the...
I just think it's interesting because we talk about how hard it is to get medical tests when you're afraid you're sick. But Gypsy Rose has got, like, she's fine. And she's plugged in, man. Well, at least we know she's okay.
Yes.
We
now
did all
do.
the tests.
Yeah, we did all the tests.
She's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So Gypsy wasn't actually unwell. Her mother had been lying about her symptoms. Experts obviously have nailed it down as Munchausen by proxy.
Which is what?
Which is, here, I have it written. Behavior stemmed from mental disorder, Munchausen syndrome by proxy. Dee Dee wanted to be a caretaker. She feigned and induced illness in her daughter.
So it's when you basically use someone, usually it's kids, and usually it's just saying they're sick all the time so that she can get attention and sympathy and all this.
Yeah, need to be needed.
Through her
kind of
daughter, right. Interesting.
Devastating.
And the daughter, I'm assuming, thought she was sick with all these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, due to DD's actions, oh Jesus Christ,
shit.
Gypsy, she had like an insane amount of medications that she was being fed with, that she was being fed with by her mother. Yeah,
Wow.
sure.
What kind of medicine?
There's a photo of her. It was so many. There's a photo of her medicine cabinet I can send to you.
Like how serious of meds are we talking
Like
about?
very serious medicine.
Holy shit. That's bananas.
Let me send this to you.
That's some twisted ass shit.
Yeah.
So how did the mom get the medicine?
So they would go to a bunch of different doctors, and she had nurses training, and so she would be able to accurately describe their symptoms. And like as more info has come out, Gypsy has said that like when she was able to advocate for herself, she would hold Gypsy's hand in the doctor's office. So if Gypsy ever said anything wrong, she would like squeeze her hand. And there was one specific doctor who even said in their notes, like, I think this might be Munchausen by proxy, and she would just pick up and leave and go to a new doctor.
Interesting.
Also, they were hit by Katrina, so that was also like lucky for them that they lost doctor's records.
Oh, so this was documented, but it kind of got refreshed after the flooding.
Here, I
so
got this picture.
Gypsy was gradually understanding that she wasn't actually sick.
As Gypsy got older, she was like aware of the fact that she could get up out of her wheelchair and like shit like that. But as she was growing up, she was just told, "You're sick. You're sick. You're sick."
And of course, you would believe it as a
Yeah.
child. No,
It's your mom.
yeah.
Here.
Oh, did Brian Kavanaugh buy this?
Oh yeah, folks. So she wasn't even sick, and she went through multiple surgeries, including she had procedures on her eyes, she had a removal of her salivary glands, and Gypsy's, yeah.
Man, this is one twisted lady. All right, so Brian Kavanaugh enters the picture.
Yes. So, a gift from Habitat for Humanity. This was in 2008. Gypsy and Dee they moved from Missouri. They moved from Louisiana to Missouri because of Katrina. Habitat for Humanity built them a house. It was painted pink. It had a wheelchair ramp for Gypsy. There was this like famous photo op of all of the builders outside the house with them. They also received benefits that included like charity-sponsored Disney trips and stuff like that too.
So she was always on the lookout for like the charity organizations. So how did they get picked to get a house from Habitat for Humanity? How does that work?
That I actually don't know. I know that they claim to have lost their house in Katrina and they had received help. But
Okay, so generous, wholesome people.
yeah. So Gypsy's first attempt at running away, she was actually 19 years old. Yeah, you can watch it if you want to.
Sounds like her mom was not just crazy, crazy, I don't like that word. Not just absolutely batshit psychotically insane. No,
Right,
I'm
right.
kidding. But also abusive, like,
Yes.
and very mean.
Incredibly.
Hmm.
Yeah, and she was 19 at the time, Gypsy was, but Dee
Oh.
would lie to her about her age, and she convinced even the man, too, that she was underage.
So how old did she think she was?
Well, so as Gypsy got older, that's when Dee would like start making her seem younger than she was. So it would like change. I don't know how old she told the guy that she actually was, but she said, "You cannot run away with this girl. She's underage." And she was 19.
Wow, okay.
hmm
So who's this hunk?
Okay, so this is Nicholas Godejohn.
Goated.
Goaded John. No, he's actually a horrible guy. He met Gypsy online on a Christian dating site, which is after she got a hold of a computer again. She made actually 5 secret Facebook accounts because Dee would be on her so intensely, just monitoring everything. But she didn't catch this, where she started talking to Nicholas Godejohn. They had an online relationship. They started to explore his various sexual kinks. In some online photos, she would like dress in costume based on, he self-described had different personalities, so he had her create like pairing sexual personalities to match his.
That's so interesting. Growing up with a mom who's so mentally ill, probably made this guy somewhat palatable. Like anyone else would be like, this guy's something's not right. But she's probably like, yeah, this is normal shit.
Yeah.
She's used to all this stuff. So these are all photos she took for him, like
Yes.
cosplaying and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is their first time meeting. They had been discussing, talking online, how they were gonna finally meet each other, and they decided that they were gonna both see Cinderella, the live action one that came out. Gypsy went with her mother, and Nicholas went by himself. There were barely any people in the movie theater, Gypsy said, and Dee Dee, they assumed that they would just meet there, and then like Dee Dee would love him and everything would be okay. That's not what happened, obviously. She was like, who's this adult man seeing Cinderella by himself? This weird. So she didn't like him at all. Gypsy, that made her upset. And then they met
She's
up.
not wrong.
Agree. Dee Dee was right about one thing. Stay
Yeah.
away from Nicholas. But
So
during
wait, he met them there.
Yes.
And they sat together or apart?
No, they didn't sit together, but they met up during the movie and they had sex in the bathroom.
Holy shit.
Mhm.
So they had sex in the bathroom.
Mhm.
Wow. And mom didn't notice.
Mama was watching Cinderella.
Good movie. Captivating.
Great film.
Clearly.
Lily James. If you're interested, there's a YouTube video of like every text that they sent weeks leading up to the murder. But basically, through their texting and everything, she told him about her mom and the fact that she could walk. And she ended up saying, like, will you protect me from anybody? He said yes. She said my mother, and he said yes. And that's how the plan came to be.
So it was her idea.
He
Sounds
had
like.
the homicidal ideations. She wanted to get away.
That's okay. So, but she says, will you protect me against my mom? She claims she didn't mean kill.
Well,
What did she mean by that?
I think she meant any way possible. And I think she, in interviews, she regrets the choice. And she knows that she was liable in it.
These texts are like, I put it on ×2 speed. It's not even, it's weird. It's not changing. Okay. So they're texting, they're planning.
Yes.
We're going to kill mom.
Yeah. And then after the murder happened, Gypsy went on her mother's Facebook, and she claims it's because she wanted people to find the body, but she posted, that bitch is dead.
That's really like, that's a poor criminalship, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in terms of committing murder, I would recommend probably not to post to the dead person's
Right.
Facebook, especially while you're on the crime scene.
Agreed. They made a few other errors. For example, they mailed
Minor
themselves.
errors.
Yeah, they mailed themselves the knife.
Why not carry it?
Yeah, right. They just thought it'd be easier, maybe.
Dispose of it?
Yeah, and they kept all their bloody clothes. They didn't really think too much about it, but we'll get to it.
So, is there more details about how this all came out?
About how the murder came out.
Yeah, I'm just like, so they're planning it, and then they come to the house, and
I have a clip of her recounting it if you want to watch it.
I do. Yeah.
Here, let me grab it.
Absolutely, I do. And so her boyfriend, who, let's be honest, is very committed to her.
Hmm. If you go to,
He's a committed dude.
It's on the
And
next
you got to
slide,
respect
actually.
that about him.
Stand-up
He
guy.
has a multiple personalities. One of them is like his evil side.
Mhm.
And so when they would like chat online, it would be his evil side that she was talking to.
Who was the nice side? Did you ever meet him?
Yeah, she talked to both, but like when they would, like the BDSM stuff, she also had like a alter ego too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, like all those photos of her in the wigs and stuff.
Wasn't he like, he didn't describe himself as like a vampire, something like that?
I think so, yeah. But he also has a criminal past. He was arrested for watching, can you say that? Porn? Can you?
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay, for watching porn at a McDonald's for 9 hours.
What? 9 hours?
9
hours? It took
touching
9
himself.
hours
Yeah.
to get rid of him?
Jerking it for 9 hours.
How do you, wait, hold on. How do you jerk off in public for 9 hours and not get stopped sooner?
Right. How'd they time that?
It's a hell of a tug.
Well, maybe they caught him near the end, and then they went back and looked at the security footage and realized he had been there for 9 hours.
So this dude is not.
He's
bad
not
news.
okay.
He's bad news.
Do you think he would have killed, he would have been a murderer if even without the Gypsy Rose connection?
I mean, obviously, I don't know a lot, but I think that he had certainly homicidal tendencies.
Okay.
Sounds like probably.
And
he had a
then
record, didn't he, before this?
Yeah, we just said that he got caught masturbating for 9 hours at McDonald's.
Oh, okay. I thought that
But
was
besides that.
I
I think
didn't
you
know
would get
that.
a record for that, right?
that is, yeah, that's a,
Depends on
that's a-
McDonald's.
It's impressive. Depends on where and which McDonald's.
Right.
Perfect. Perfect romance.
Horrible.
It's a real Cinderella story.
All right. If you go to the second post murder slide, the link in there is her recounting the murder.
So I heard he's autistic, Lena. You know a lot about this, Lena?
I do.
Nice. Feel free to supplement.
Okay.
So he would have been a fan of the show then, probably.
Yeah.
50% chance.
Yeah, 50-50.
So what is this home
So,
video?
this video, sadly, I can't play because the only versions I could find got claimed. But they did like a very short vlog in the motel after the murders, where they're just like very giggly, and they're talking to each other. And after that, they went back to his home in Wisconsin, and they were found by police. And it was
Caught
easy.
immediately.
Yeah, and it was easy for them to arrest them because they had the murder weapon and their blood close.
Awesome.
Was it like a YouTube vlog? Was
I
meant to
mean,
be
she was holding the
uploaded?
camera and she's like, "Hi, honey, I'm filming you. You're eating a brownie."
What up, invaders? Chris here.
Okay.
Smack that like button.
Bro
So
needs some fucking chapstick.
yeah, you need some nipple cream.
These prisons are inhumane, man. You need some nipple cream, definitely.
Gypsy pleaded guilty to second-degree murder, and she was sentenced to 10 years in prison. She ended up serving 8, and Nicholas was sentenced to life, and he's still serving his.
What's the deal with wanting to have coitus with the body? That's
Personally, I don't connect.
Well, like, where does that way? That's like not a normal.
Yeah,
like,
necrophilia
murdering is normal
Yeah,
by
no.
comparison.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to suspect there's something wrong
With this kid.
with
Lena,
this
do you
guy.
have any
Yeah.
details about like the deal with that?
Well, what do you mean by what's the deal?
Well, I don't know. Like, this guy is fucking bananas. Like, I
Yeah.
wanted to know a little bit more about him, I guess. Did she ask any follow-up questions?
There are videos.
Sounds like you're kink shaming.
It's also it's not a new thing though. I mean, other killers in the past have done the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's part of the sort of serial
It's
killer.
normal for those two things to get paired up.
Well,
I know the
normal
Night
as far as
Stalker
it's
did.
normal at all, I guess. But like it happens.
Horrendous.
Would you want to grab a beer with him or no?
Boys?
Probably pass.
They always
pass on
ask
that
that
one.
question about like the president, you know?
We drank beer.
He's the kind of guy you want to grab a
You
beer
want to go get a beer with?
You like beer, Senator?
Down at the bar.
So the story, which is incredible, got the attention of many. Mommy, I watch everything. How did I never see this? Mommy Dead and Dearest? That's got to be good, right? This is like a docuseries?
Mommy Dead and Dearest is a docuseries, and it's actually what
How did I miss
Gypsy's
that?
now husband watched, and is what made him want to write a letter to her in prison.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got to watch this.
Yeah. So their story was dramatized in the Hulu show, The Act, which starred Joey King.
Now, she had to get paid for this, right?
What, Gypsy?
Yeah. It's her story. It's her likeness.
She should.
I don't know about Mommy Dead and Dearest, but she did say the act she didn't get paid for.
Good.
How?
Oh, did not.
No,
She
she, did
didn't get
not.
it.
For
That's
the
crazy.
Act.
She needs to lawyer up because
Mhm.
that does not make any sense. But they paid her for Mommy Dead and Dearest?
I'm not sure about that one.
This one
didn't
I
hear
wouldn't
comment.
expect her to get paid for because it's like a documentary, but this one's
Mhm.
a damn TV show.
Mhm.
Monetized. That seems. Listen, I know she's a murderer and all this stuff, but what Hulu did is not right.
Yeah, Joey King speaks about it too. She says that they never let her go see Gypsy in prison because she
Mm.
kind of wanted to get to know her better, so she can play the role. And they never let her. And now looking back, after Gypsy spoke about it and said she didn't get paid, Joey was saying like she kind of gets it now. Maybe that's why they didn't want her seeing her.
I hope she's lawyering up.
Same.
You know what Gypsy needs?
Let's
Tons
go.
of money and freedom.
You know, Gypsy wants Millie Bobby Brown to play her
Oh yeah, I saw that.
from Stranger Things.
Player in what?
If there's an autobiography about her life, she said she wants Millie Bobby Brown to play her.
When we already got the documentary and the series.
I mean,
I
how
know,
many?
so I'm wondering maybe we didn't like
A little
Joey's
oversaturated in
interpretation.
the
Yeah, I
market.
think we're good. I think we're good. Okay.
All right, so, and now we have arrived.
Someone says
at
you
now.
can't profit off it when you're guilty. That.
I don't think that's true.
Isn't that like related to the OJ? I mean, I'll look into it now, but about
You know what I
People
mean?
are
the
saying
OJ book, how he wasn't allowed to profit off the book.
off a
Oh.
crime.
I forget what it is. Let me look into it.
Okay. The law is you can't profit from your crimes. Okay, so only Hulu can.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that's interesting. Then they did a heist on her. I mean, that's nuts.
See, that seems weird though, because the show is not just about the murder.
It's her whole life story.
Right.
Son
So that feels like
Right,
that's
not
the
everything she
scope
did-
of that is more expansive
True.
than the thing that she's guilty.
Not everything in that show she did was illegal.
Right. So that seems odd.
And
I
we
got
need a
some
lawyer.
people.
Something
We need-
called Son of Sam laws prohibit criminals from profiting from writings or shows about their crimes. However, courts have frequently struck down these laws on First Amendment grounds.
Yeah, seems.
I think she got a
Weird.
compelling case.
Yeah.
We got to get P&P in the middle.
We gotta get him on this.
Let's go.
Let's
I'm sure
fucking
I'm
go.
sure I'm not the first person to think about that. I'm
Yeah,
sure
probably
there's-
not.
Here's
There's
my
lawyers.
client. He was in McDonald's for 9 hours.
My wonderful client was fully exposed, masturbating in McDonald's for 9 hours. There was families, women, children, you name it. Well, I'm happy to say that my client was charged for a sex crime, indecent exposure to a silly Willy, which is a misdemeanor in the state of California.
The police did not do their due process. There was no semen in the McDonald's.
The cops did a horrible job cleaning up the situation. There was semen found on the floor, but they could not prove that it was his because there was other semen mixed in with it. P&P's got it. Okay, so what is this? She's on Instagram.
All right.
She's
Yes,
living
so
life.
that's the end of the case. Please watch her Lifetime docuseries if you want to know more. So much information. Now our girl is free. This is her first Instagram selfie. She posted first selfie of freedom.
Does she have a lot of followers?
Yes,
This
she
is
does.
6.5 million likes.
Yeah, let's see how many she has now.
Wait,
Followers.
oh my God.
I don't know.
What- how
I
long-
guess because of the shows, that's
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
people were like so primed for this. Because I gotta be honest, I had never heard of this person until like a week ago. So
I was
I'm
aware of
learning
the
most of the
show.
story today too. Yeah.
She has 8.1 million followers on Instagram.
My
Damn!
God.
8.1 million.
How
And
long
I'm one of
before
them.
she gets like a croc deal or something?
That's crazy.
I'm one of them.
What in?
Got a little
the
knife
hell?
giblet on there.
She's gonna get a croc with like an IV drip giblet and like a knife, bloody knife.
Yeah, some gloves, you know.
I guess I'm just totally
Bloody-
out of the loop on the Gypsy loop. I don't know.
Oh, she's about to be
Well,
like.
you're in on it now.
I'm in on the loop now.
This is one of the strangest celebrity situations of all time, I'd say.
Yeah, for real.
2024. It's the year of Gypsy and Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, when I started hearing her name like 2 weeks ago, Gypsy Rose, it just sounds like it's like a.
It's a fake
It's
name.
it's like a TikTok handle or something.
Right.
It's like Gypsy Rose and Addison Ray and the D'Amelios.
I was
Is
thinking
she on
more.
TikTok?
Yeah, she's on
Girl.
TikTok.
There you go.
What does she post there?
She
Can you link me?
posted, yeah.
Does she dance?
I haven't
She
seen
do
her
the viral
dance.
dances?
Oh my God, 9.6 million followers.
Queen.
Of course, TikTok would be flooding to her.
Right.
TikTok is the most degenerate people. The people, like the general audience of TikTok is mad.
I haven't been on there in a minute. Instagram Reels is.
Dude, TikTok
Hell yeah.
is
Ass.
it's basically unusable. I used to enjoy this platform, but it's been so monetized. It's unusable.
Yeah.
It's like every other video is an ad, and if it's not an ad, it's like a eligible for commission with the shop. It's like every fucking video.
Yeah, I tried to use it yesterday when I was doing research, and I had to have Lena help me because when I went into it, it was just the shop. I couldn't search a hashtag.
Oh yeah, they put you in the shop.
Yeah.
I feel like, what are they doing? They're trying to make money as much as possible before they get banned in the USA.
Maybe. Sort of.
Keep holding on, Ryan. Shirley's gonna make it for sure.
I think it's sort of a long-term plan that they had because the way that they were able to exchange like advertising, like free advertising for clout, basically from these big creators. I mean, before they were being paid for them, just the trends. Creators were doing it for free, so I felt like they always planned on incorporating a shop.
They've got to be having crazy revenue right now. All right, so let's see. This one has 34 million.
Hey y'all, so my TikTok was just hacked. We have a suspicion.
It's a crazy
that-
world out here, Gypsy. You gotta. She probably doesn't know about two-step
authentication.
verification.
Yeah, it wasn't that
yet.
popular when she went in. The clink.
We'll let her know.
Of who it could be, but we changed the password now. So I'm back in control of the account right now. We're working with TikTok to get the username and the profile picture back to
So
where
she
it
has
was.
she has management now.
Sounds like it.
She's like,
Sounds like she's got
we're.
people.
I can't even get. I
A
can't
team.
find anyone to talk to at TikTok.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Gypsy Rose has got the main line in.
I wonder if Austin McBroom reached out.
You got management?
Excuse me, sorry about the random DM, but do you have are you managed on OF yet? True.
So don't freak out just yet. I am back in control.
Shame on y'all.
Oh, baby. So anyway, nobody.
This guy's bad news.
I know.
Hey. Why do we think that?
Why do you not think that?
Oh, no.
freak out. It's still me. So just bear with me.
Well, I don't know. I don't know any details about the romance.
I mean, I know
The
only
first
what
time-
they've put out in the past few weeks, so I also don't know much.
Well, dude, first of all, I'm not saying that nobody would love her. That's not what
No,
I'm saying.
obviously not.
She seems like a really nice. She's pretty. She's sweet.
Resilient.
She's strong. She did need a man in the case of murdering her. I was going to say she don't need a man, but historically she has needed a man.
Or
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ,
I
dude.
don't know.
I mean, I'm not wrong, right? Anyway, but
You know what I mean?
my feeling is that if you watch this story and your reaction is I want to date her, it's a little troubling.
She got a lot of love
Lots.
letters. Mm-hmm.
She only liked him because he was from Louisiana.
Wait, she's dating Michael Moore?
The documentarian? Wow.
I loved his work outside Trump Tower.
I was thinking more Peter Griffin, but hey, man, fuck it.
Yeah, I see in between.
Oh, wow. Oh, very Peter Griffin,
Well,
actually.
here's the other thing that I'm telling you. I got the warning sign on. He's trying to get in her videos.
Right.
Mm.
He likes the attention.
I have seen people talking about that.
That's like he goes, he's trying to get in her TikTok. Here they are, they're making videos together already. I mean,
and when did she get out of jail?
She served her time.
Like 2
No,
weeks
when?
ago. Like 2 weeks
December
ago.
29th.
Like
About a
yeah,
week ago.
just right now, like literally just right now.
And like everyone is just, again, I just feel so out of the loop with this. Like everyone was like queued up. Everybody's waiting for this moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I guess again because of that show was super popular. I guess the one that was based
The
on
act, yeah.
Got it. God, the media landscape is just so fractured now. Like with everybody on their own show. Like I've never heard of any of this before. And this girl is out of jail for 2 weeks. She has 9 million followers on TikTok. It's just crazy.
Well,
Crazy.
they were
It's like she was on Euphoria or something.
they were
Right.
gearing up her social media, I believe, before her release.
They were getting ready.
'Cause she has a book and a new Lifetime doc.
I'd
so
love
she
to
was
know.
prepared to tell her story when she
God, I'd love to know who's her manager and shit. Like these fucking psychos that snuck into her life.
Right.
Yeah. There's some Weasley motherfuckers.
It's got to be the Weasley
Yeah.
motherfuckers that are on her team.
Like
for
Suge
sure.
Knight.
Suge Knight's her manager. Isn't he in prison?
Yeah, he is.
It doesn't mean he can't.
No, he's chilling.
So, yeah.
He has
All
a
right.
son, too. That's
Listen, he has his ways. I was looking to see if she had a manager, and the first article says strip club offers Gypsy Rose a job after her release from prison.
That's
I did
crazy.
see that too. That was fucked up.
No,
It was-
if she hopefully doesn't have absolutely the worst, like bad faith, evil manager, she's going to be very wealthy very soon.
Mhm.
Let's see what this guy's like. Let me get a feel on him. What is Gypsy's nickname for Ryan?
Cuddle muffin.
That's sweet.
It's sweet.
He is a cuddle muffin.
Maybe he's a good guy after all. That's
I mean, nobody.
That is
yeah,
my
you're
nickname.
sold.
He looks perfect.
Oh, his nickname's Cuddle Muffin?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's a bright
good
golden
guy.
soul.
He's probably better than the last guy.
Snuggles. It does seem like an improvement over the previous gentleman.
Yeah.
Has this guy ever masturbated for 9 hours?
Oh, this is a huge step up. Or
in public or otherwise.
Hey, that's good
Just
stamina,
in
brother.
general.
As far as we can tell, this is a huge step up. But time will tell, certainly.
So she posted
go.
this, Sister Love with her sissy. If you go. There we go. Next
That's her
one.
sister?
Yes, that's her father's daughter.
What's the deal with her dad?
So, okay, so the deal with her dad is Dee Dee, like, told her dad that Gypsy was really ill. And then as they started, like, they weren't together when Gypsy was born. They'd already broken up. And as the family, the father's family started questioning, like, whether or not she needed these treatments, they moved away.
What? So they were like, yo, what's the deal? They sensed something was wrong?
Yeah, Dee Dee pulled Gypsy
Oh, they
from her
moved
father.
away.
Yes.
I see. And they're like, well, all right. I guess that solves that problem.
He's in her life now.
And he wanted to be earlier too, but like Olivia said, after they moved away, and after questioning like her medical conditions, he didn't want to push it too much because he feared that Dee Dee wouldn't let him see Gypsy at all anymore.
Okay. I hope she has a nice, loving father. That would be a nice.
He seems well adjusted.
Nice. Wow. Oh, God.
So this is Ryan Anderson. This is her new husband. He sent her letters, like we said. She was interested because he was from Louisiana. He reminded her of home. And they look to be very cutesy, but we're not sure yet. This is his Instagram profile. I think that's adorable.
My name is Ryan Anderson. I'm from Louisiana. I'm married to the most beautiful, the most wonderful woman in the world, Gypsy Rose.
Wait, they are
Blanchard.
married? In that video, he just said they're not married.
Guess they are now.
No, I think they got married like a couple years ago, but he's saying like they
Really
were married
together.
before, but now they're like
Oh, he meant it in the other sense.
'Cause they got married
that
when
they're
she
not
was-
newlywed.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
got it.
Oh,
Got
they've
it. Got it.
been married.
Yeah, they
They've
got married
been
in prison.
In prison.
Got it.
Got it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Also-
they got married July 21st, 2022.
Okay, all right. This is the clip that matters. I've seen
Yeah.
this one.
Wait. No. Go back.
Not
Go back.
yet.
Yeah. That was after. So she commented on his selfie that he posted. And she said, Ryan, don't listen to the haters. I love you and you love me. We do not owe anyone anything. Our family is who matters. If you get likes and good comments, great. If you get hate, then whatever, because they don't matter. I love you. Besides, they're jealous because you are rocking my world every night. Yeah, I said it. The D is fire. Happy wife, happy life.
This motherfucker's a serial killer. He wrote that shit. He wrote that.
Man.
He took her phone. He wrote that shit.
I'm so obsessed with that.
I feel like that's something Gypsy would write.
I think she's a queen, and I think she did.
I think she wrote that.
And he responded.
I think the D is probably fire.
I agree. If Gypsy said it, Gypsy knows. You know what I mean?
Wow.
He responded to her, who said I gave a damn about what these jealous people say anyway? Haha. Now come get it, baby.
Oh no.
And then now you can watch the clip.
That's really intense.
Okay, well.
Thoughts, Dan?
I mean, good for him. Good for him. What can I say?
Can't bring me down. I'm on a high right now. I'm living my best life, and y'all can't take that from me.
And the D is
Oh my God.
We are fucked. What is your message to your haters? Well, just saying. I've killed once already.
And dick too.
Because who are our haters? Like law enforcement?
The ops.
The ops? All right.
All right. So they're on a press tour. Backdrop says it all. They ate. The first clip is how she feels about the fame, and then the second clip is just a funny
Your
clip that
newfound
the interviewer
social
did.
media fame is next level.
I don't even comprehend it at this point.
Looks like
Isn't
she
it-
got some decent dental work.
Mhm.
Good dental work.
Yeah.
Nice.
Happy for her.
Good for her.
She's probably already pretty loaded, right? Because of the book and stuff.
You mean money-wise?
Yeah.
They probably
I
gave
hope
her an
so.
advance.
On the book?
I don't
But
think it's
no,
out
she,
yet.
She made a book a long time ago, right? From prison? Or am I crazy? Or maybe not.
Oh, I don't think so. That would be under the law, probably not allowed.
If she made her own book?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because you can't profit from your crime.
Yeah.
If you're publishing your own book, that probably.
Interesting.
Oh. When you kind of step back a little bit and like realize that she participated in a heinous murder, I mean, you could justify it, sure. I mean, she could have. Well, she tried to run away.
Yeah.
Before.
And she was constrained physically. I don't. It's a very, very layered.
What do you do
Yeah.
if you've tried to run away? She calls the police, brings you back. You go to the police, but that might backfire if they don't believe you and
Also,
they just take
yeah,
you back.
one time I know CPS came and visited the house, and Dee Dee convinced them everything was okay.
Ah.
And as she became an adult, when she got closer to 18, her mom had a lawyer draft up like a power of attorney documents saying
Oh,
that,
God.
that Gypsy was incapable or incompetent.
Oh, geez.
Holy shit.
So if she had gone to the cops, they would probably just think she's crazy.
So, like, I guess on one hand, you step back, she took place with this really heinous murder. But on the other hand, she kind of had to kill her.
She does regret doing it, though. She says she regrets it. And the reason why she's doing all of this publicity now is she wants to get her message out. And for others who might be in a similar situation, she wants to just
Serve
educate
as an
them.
inspiration.
And let them know that there's other ways and they don't have to resort to
That's what I was
violence.
going to say. Is
Did
there,
she say
there
the
were
other way?
definitely other options, but she probably didn't think that there were.
What other options? Like, I'm just curious. What's a good scenario?
I mean, again, like it's easier said than done, especially when you're in a circumstance like her. But yeah, I mean, probably reporting her mom to the police for
But you
kidnapping
know
and
that
stuff
could
like that.
backfire, like so easily.
I mean, at this point, she was an adult, right?
Yeah, she was 21 during the murder.
She was 21.
Did they sign?
Yeah,
the power
no,
of
she
attorney thing?
could just leave. She could just leave.
It's easy to say.
No, that's what that's what I prefaced it with. And she has this psychopath that she's dating that is clearly manipulating her and pressuring her into, wanting to act violently or whatever. But
And I mean, let's be real. Her mom being dead, not a great loss for humanity.
yeah, her mom seemed like a real piece of shit,
Poison.
real bad.
This
But
is
yeah, I mean, there were probably ways out for her that didn't result. Because I mean, ultimately, on what level was it a good idea? She immediately got caught. They were not competent criminals and spent the next like half a decade in prison, right?
Well, I don't know. I wonder what would have been a better outcome if she tried a different way, or if just kill her and get paid the 10 years and then come out a millionaire.
It couldn't have
That's
been
kind of the
easy.
best outcome ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also in 2007, a doctor diagnosed her with Munchausen by proxy, or at least included it in the report, and everyone ignored it. They didn't do anything about it.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always like that, isn't it? She tried leaving, it sounds like. Even she had help from this guy.
Yeah.
Mama had to die.
She didn't have, Chad's saying she didn't have proper documentation either. Her mom said that her birth certificate was lost in Katrina and a few other
True.
things. Yeah.
What do we think? Let's do a poll. I'm curious. Do we like the murder? Do we love that she killed her mom?
Okay.
Did we love it? Yes or no?
I think it's a W.
It's a dub. What, dude? Now she's getting stacks. Her mom is toast.
Here, watch this clip that I'm sending you.
Let's do that poll, Dan.
What's the poll?
Are we loving that she killed her mom?
Slay Queen.
I
The
saw
poll is: are we loving that? She
Oh, how
killed her
about
mom?
this? How about this?
It feels inappropriate.
Okay. Well, okay. I'll bring it down a notch. Should she have killed her mom? Yes
I saw a tweet that said she's the only person who actually served for slaying mother, which I thought was a crazy tweet.
I just want the record to show that our first episode back, we had a poll that says, "Are you on the spectrum?" And then the second episode we had back,
That was a legitimate question.
Hold on, I've got feedback that
Compare
was
those
a
two
bad
things.
poll. I heard that was a bad poll because apparently on the spectrum doesn't just refer to autism. It could just mean like in general neurodivergent.
There's multiple.
That's not how I understood
There's
it.
multiple
though, to be
spectrums.
fair.
But
Yeah. Okay.
We're talking
I think
about
I got
the
that.
one spectrum.
First poll of 2024, and it's bad, Dan.
Well, of course.
All right, let's word this respectfully for Dan. Should she have killed her mom?
That was what you just suggested.
Well, I just didn't say yes and stuff, and like, and we love it and all that. I mean, I'm genuinely curious, you know, because if you think through it, it kind of makes sense.
How about did Gypsy do the right thing?
Gypsy Rose Victory Royale ? Or L? I'm kidding.
Did she do the right thing? Okay.
Okay.
And of course, murder is never the right thing. Of course. We are against murder here at the H3 podcast, to make that clear.
And so is Gypsy.
OJ, how do you feel about murder?
Dan's a good man.
All right, here we go. It's looking like about a 70-30 split in favor.
We are loving the.
Although the nose are on the rise. Closer to.
This is a wild poll.
2-to-1 ratio.
Loaded question. Why? No, I think it's. Did she do the right thing? I mean. Yeah, I think that's fair. Like, you know, we're riding for murder. We are saying yes to murder. I myself, as the representative of this podcast, have to put my foot down and say no to murder. That is my official stance.
Brave.
For this show and myself.
Thank you.
That's kind of crazy, though. 63% says yes. Does that surprise you?
Honestly, we learn more about this audience every day. So
you guys scare me, dude. You guys scare me.
No, I mean,
to be honest, I might vote yes. I didn't vote because I didn't have the
You
option.
seemed like you were leaning yes.
Because like
in
when
the way
you
that
think
you were
through
talking
it,
about
when
it.
you think through it, she had tried already multiple ways to do it non-violently.
Yeah.
before you vote, let me think of the potential titles of your haters.
And I mean, listen, it's self-defense. Like her mom was doing violence on her on a daily basis with the meds and stuff.
100%. I was of the opinion that it was gray. I was just offering the argument that perhaps there were still other options on the table. To say that it was the only option, I think, is probably not true.
I think that you could make the argument that Dee Dee was killing Gypsy.
Oh, she was?
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's how she did it.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. Well, I think we can say the murder we love.
No.
We can't say that?
I don't
Maybe
think
going
we
a little
can,
too far.
'cause-
Don't love it necessarily.
the murder
but we understand.
We support Gypsy's freedom.
We, with great trepidation and careful analysis, loved that she did that.
Yeah, I agree.
However, it was the method was the problem. It was the method.
I feel like one of them was gonna die.
True.
Fuck that mom.
One of them was gonna die.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fuck that mom.
Absolutely. One of them
She
was
did the
gonna die.
good thing.
And Mommy Dead and Dearest, you hear a lot from the mom's family, and they all describe her as like just this awful person. Like none of them even wanted her ashes. They ended up dumping in the toilet. But they think that she killed her mom. That Gypsy's mom killed her mother.
Yeah. They think she tried to poison her.
Well, she poisoned
They
her
literally
stepmom,
sent
but-
her rest in
stepmama.
piss.
Jesus.
They rest
real.
and pissed her of ashes.
Her stepmom, they claim that she tried to poison her, but also that she killed her own mother.
She was perhaps a serial killer.
Oh, is she Michael Corleone? She's taking out the whole
Well,
family?
yeah, three would make you a
Damn,
serial killer,
dude.
so she was on her way.
Yeah. She seems like pretty well adjusted for the life that she had, which is as fucked up as you can possibly imagine, pretty much.
That is true. Like
she's like
her
social, she's outgoing,
Right.
seems happy. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Like when did she learn those social.
Oh
skills,
God,
you know?
not. Wait, why is she with the Bachelor guy?
She was on the podcast she went on was Vile Files. Nick
What?
Viles from The Bachelor.
He's with what?
I know.
He got the exclusive.
I know.
How?
Come on.
This
Maybe
guy.
she's a Bachelor fan.
Was her boyfriend on the podcast too?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
How the fuck did this guy get the exclusive? This is a washed up ex-bachelor. And I don't remember his story exactly, but I remember him not even being likable.
I liked him.
You did?
TBH. I remember he was on Andy's season first, and he came in second, and then he joined Caitlin's season halfway through, and people hated him because of that, because like they had never done that before. And then he went on Paradise, and then he was The Bachelor.
Didn't he have? Okay. All right. Well, good for him. You got the files, baby. All right.
Here,
Go ahead.
Watch I just sent you something in Discord.
Hmm.
This is a funny clip with an interviewer.
Oh, yeah, I know this one. This is great.
I am loving her Midnight
That's it.
era right
Okay.
now. I'm loving it. Karma has been like my number one on my playlist.
Shocking.
So condescending.
The interviewer was out of pocket.
That's
Interesting response, by the way.
yeah.
A little judgy. Give her a break. Doing you a favor, lady. Where's the other one? Where?
It's the final slide.
Oh, good. So what is this? Book? Documentary?
This is she came out with a book called Released Conversations on the Eve of Freedom, and then over the weekend her Lifetime series premiered.
Oh, she's going to get paid.
Yeah. So everybody go watch.
Well, hopefully she's not actually a murderer because she's going to have like a lot of resources at her disposal. Like she could murder again easily.
I hope she does.
Oh. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. She's got a wacky boyfriend. Got a ton of money.
I said no pickles.
She hates pickles.
Yeah, experience.
Okay, this clip is fucking awesome.
Need my words that you are not alone in this, situation. There are other ways out. I did it the wrong way.
No. Don't say that.
I did. I did something wrong, and I paid my dues for it.
Oh, you mean that part?
Yes, the part of it. That part of it. Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
No.
Dude.
But we're on your side. I think actually here in the H3 podcast, we say don't say that.
Don't say that.
The way that this is like a joke, the laughing murder is
Very
wrong,
surreal.
all
The
stuff,
whole
like,
situation.
This is
not all so much more
Yeah.
than I thought. Again, like hearing this person's name over the last couple of weeks.
Girl, now you're well informed.
Now I'm in the loop.
Mhm.
I'm in the loop.
You've been filled in.
You've been filled
Oh,
in.
Unlike her mom's body.
No.
All right.
Should I button that?
You should button this episode before
Enough necrophilia jokes?
before we go way too far here.
All right. So that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Well, thank you, Olivia.
Thank you.
For another comprehensive presentation.
Our love to Gypsy. Hope she's okay.
But yes, I will say this blanket statement here. I'm willing to put murder is wrong. It is never right.
You are so brave.
Here at the H3 podcast, we oppose murder in all forms for all reasons.
You are so brave.
Thank you. Basically, what we're going to take you on is a boat ride journey through the tunnel. It does not wish you're snowing. Is it raining? Is it pouring? Is a Santa snoring? Olivia said a really nice thing to me today before we started. She says, I think you should play Willy Wonka on a play someday.
Oh my God, that would be.
I do believe that would be
got Nick.
great.
Who would you play in Willy Wonka?
I did Willy Wonka once. I played Violet Beauregard's mom.
Oh, the mom.
The mom. The bitch.
I think you would be really funny as Veruca.
Thank you so much
That's
for
what
saying
I
that. That's
thought you were
exactly.
gonna say.
You would be great.
You would be
Thank you.
It would be
We
so
should
fun.
Put on an office Willy
I mean,
Wonka.
we
Oh
could.
my
We
God.
could. People would come. They would
I know.
come.
And imagine you standing
It
on
might
the
be one of
apple
my
box.
favorite movies.
Greek Theater?
Like all time.
Live at the Greek Theater?
Stop! I would
Yeah.
lose my mind.
Willy Wonka live at the Greek?
Yes.
God, can you imagine the amount of work though that would take?
Yes, I can, and we can do
We
it.
could just do it community theater
How the hell
style.
do we-
Cardboard sets, no
Done.
big deal. You know?
Well, what if it's like we know it's not? Listen, this isn't Broadway. So what if we have like teleprompters that just have all of our lines?
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to get off book.
Nobody cares.
Oh.
Because
Why?
if the pressure of like memorizing
I'm
your
not
lines.
a theater kid, so
I'm gonna let you do whatever
I'll be
you
like,
want to do. If
hold
I
the
can
cards,
perform
I
on
don't
the
care.
Greek stage. No, I do think
Love
though,
that overlay.
if Willy Wonka comes back to Broadway and they do stunt casting, Ethan Klein would be a
Oh
shoo-in.
my God.
Yeah.
Is it raining? Is it pouring? Is a hurricane a blowing? Surely the sign must be showing, but there is no sign of slowing.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could be so good at that character.
Totally.
That's all I want to think about now.
Set a goal and let's get this
I'm
done.
hyped already.
No, but if there's a teleprompter, like I feel that
Yeah.
we could do it with not as much work as I would fear. Do we have to pay someone to do that? Do we need the IP?
Oh yeah.
You have to license the script.
I wonder how much that costs.
We do it when I do shows. It's
do?
not too crazy.
Oh.
But yeah, you do have to get the licensing.
Even
for
in
it.
like a high school play?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dorks.
I feel like doing it at the Greek. I feel like it'd be a way different.
They're gonna be like this
Right.
at the Greek, yeah.
People are saying I should play Grandpa.
Oh yes.
Grandpa Joe. And love
Yes.
should be Charlie, don't you think?
Absolutely.
I want to be a Oompa Loompa, dude.
So who's Charlie?
Who would be
Ian.
Charlie? Ian? I was thinking Cam, maybe.
Cam.
No, but
would be a
Cam is
good
Harry.
He's what?
He's
Potter?
hairy. He's hairy. Literally, he's hairy.
Yeah, I'll
dude.
be Harry Potter in the Charlie.
Yeah, my favorite.
He's a child.
Willy
He's a
Wonka
child. Can't have a hairy, low voice dude be a child.
Let's be honest. Cam is Mike T.
He's like, hey, yeah, guys, I'm Charlie. Yeah,
what up?
what's up, everybody? I'm
Hey,
Charlie.
what's up, everybody? It's me.
Yeah,
Charlie,
exactly.
The
Not
Chocolate Factory.
I'm not going for that, Charlie.
I'm not sure if this is a chocolate river or if it's just the sewer from all the poop
fucking
coming
cookies.
through.
It's $7 a bag, and that's still expensive.
Oh
but then
my
you also have to
God,
factor
he's
in
still
that
going
the
on
bags
about the
aren't even big
cookies?
to begin with.
Oh.
It's
Hang
4
up on 'em.
ounces per bag.
No, we
4
didn't mean
ounces of
you,
cookies for
Charlie.
$7 is
We meant
especially when you compare it to the.
We meant the Charlie
product
from Willy
that they're
Wonka.
basing it off of. And
Charlie, we
The
love you.
kid.
We have to go. We have to go.
This Augustus Gloop drama is crazy.
Yeah, so I went today to the Chocolate River, and it did look like chocolate as much as it looked like somebody took a shit instead of a pony's asshole and squirted it out into a blender. Thank you.
Yep.
So no cookies for you?
Okay, I've got a dream. I don't want to do the show anymore. I want to do that show.
You can.
Yeah, but that movie, the original, it's a stunning masterpiece.
I love it.
And if you want to get your mind blown, go to Rotten Tomatoes, Willy Wonka, original, and you will have your mind blown the fuck out. Oh, never mind. It has good ratings. I thought when I came here before, I was like 50%. I was like, hell?
Is that the Tim Burton one maybe you're thinking of?
Yeah, the Tim Burton one.
No, that one's dog shit. I don't care about that one.
Yeah.
We're only talking about this one, by the way. I don't know. The other variations, they don't exist.
Fakers.
I agree with that.
Wait, okay, that's good then.
Is the T-Shells one out? It's out in theaters?
Yeah, so
Wonka.
Are people
I haven't seen it.
talking about it? Is it any good?
Most
Hugh
people who have
Grant
seen
plays
it
a
liked
Oompa
it, I thought.
Loompa?
He's the best
I
part of
have
the
no
movie.
desire
Wait, that's
to watch
that's
this
giving
one.
tiptoes. Why are we giving out jobs for little people to Hugh Grant? You know? Like, this dude hasn't had a job in a minute, so what, they're going to give him the little person spot?
Are people liking this one?
Hugh.
It's got a, seems like, I would say leaning towards yes.
And in the role of a
It's not enough for me to watch a movie.
I'm going to get Chalamet out, you know what I mean? Give me a...
He's got 2 big movies out right now.
Mm-hmm.
That
Still,
is,
bro.
that's
Don't Chalamet me.
T-shell.
Washington Post did release an article. Hugh Grant is an Oompa Loompa now. What's left for dwarf actors is what it is called.
That's a big... I actually think that's legit because Like that's a good role for a little
Yeah.
person. And Hugh Grant stepping in, like, bro, you've had your time.
Yeah.
You've had your spot. You did all your rom-coms and shit. You don't get to just walk in and be an Oompa Loompa now.
No.
That shit.
There's a dialogue to be had for sure.
That's bullshit, actually. I'm fucking pissed off. And I can't. Charlemagne's complicit. The fans have been waiting patiently for Willy Wonka experience. Now, this, I'm just going to open it. Let's just get into it. So, Olivia's not here. Should I just click through it?
She prepped me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if I could give it with present in the way she intended, but I'll do my best. I'll try to slay.
But it's very nice that you guys are here because I don't know much about English culture.
No, it's fine.
For example, this is the Glasgow Wonka experience.
Okay.
Is Glasgow have any kind of
Scotland?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, so it's not England, but it's Scotland.
UK. Is that
Yeah, it's in the UK. Yeah.
Okay. What do you know about the Glasgowan?
Glasgow. I just know it's a city in Scotland. I've never been. So
the question is this art or is it a flop? Here's an ad. The House of Illuminati put it on.
Oh.
That is definitely an AI generated image, right? It looks sick, but
yes, yeah, definitely.
Extraordinary events. Oh, thank you, Dan. Extraordinary events and immersive experiences. If I didn't know anything about AI, I would be like, this is a really cool graphic.
Yeah.
However, it's just a front. Go on, AB.
Sorry, I was going to say that the company was started in November of last year. I think it's important to know as we move forward.
It's a new venture.
Yeah, new venture.
So they have this intriguing advertisement strategy. Here's how they adverted it. Enriching entertainment, they called it. This is what they wrote, or is this what we wrote?
This is what they wrote. So this is not a real word, which...
Okay, that's why it confused me.
Yeah, this is AI.
So the AI was creating words?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that seems pretty smart. I feel like Wonka would do something like that.
Okay,
Wonka would do something like that?
Yeah.
Just spell everything like nonsense?
Yeah.
He would.
I guess.
What
He's
about
kinda wacky.
misspelling things for no reason?
I mean, I think that's kind of
Exarsurgery.
Just new
Oh, no,
words
that's a new
entirely.
word.
Carchy tunes.
I think Zach's right. That's probably what the AI thought, because just to wonkify this ad.
I mean, it's original.
Right, what am I missing here? Because this has nothing to do with Willy Wonka.
Right. I think
not
that's part
really.
of the problems. So it was just turned into a giant scam. And the event itself, which people attended and bought tickets for, was just an unmitigated disaster.
It looks like a clown just with loads of candy.
Again, AI images. So there's so far been pretty much zero work. I mean, zero real work. Cat gacatting.
Cat candy.
Gacatting. Live performances, catchy tons, exarsurgery, lollipops, and passidice of sweet teats.
Sweet teats.
It says teats.
Shit. Supposed to say treats, but
Yeah, no.
probably, yeah.
It says
Lollies.
teats though.
Yummy.
And teats. Like cow udders, no? Teats?
Yeah, like
So far, so good.
You could also call a human breast a teat, I guess,
Yeah.
technically. Yeah, because you
I'm
know,
trying to put it in a good way, but yeah.
yeah, you can speak your mind here, Beav. They made huge promises. They said they would have an enchanted garden. Your journey begins in an enchanted garden with giant sweets, vibrant blooms, mysterious looking sculptures, and magical surprises that add an extra layer of wonder to your chocolatey experience. Navigate through peculiar but enchanting garden collecting delicious beans of all colors, shapes, and sizes. Who knows? Perhaps you might be able to grow your very own enchanted garden.
Ooh.
I don't know what the fuck they're even advertising.
Grow your own enchanting garden.
Yeah.
That's just okay.
Well, if you're not familiar, I think it's good to imagine what they're talking about before we see the final product.
Yeah.
We go through these.
No, I mean, they're really selling this. This sounds like
Yeah.
it would be a delightful thing to bring your kids to.
And this was 40 quid, right?
Quid, yeah. Yeah, quid.
Quid, yeah.
Yes.
It was 40 quid to get in. That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's
it is,
expensive.
I think it sounds pretty reasonable.
You think that's a good price?
You think that 40 quid for this is a good price?
Looks like a good time.
What is quid into dollars? Do you guys know?
$45 American, 35 pounds was the
The price of the event.
Oh, okay, forever.
That's expensive, Zach. You're crazy.
Nah, I think it seems reasonable.
Well,
all right, whatever.
It's looking like Magic Land.
Imagination Lab, trademarked apparently.
Okay.
Excuse me. In the Imagination Lab, prepare to be captivated by a visual spectacle. Encounter mind-expanding projections, optical marvels, and exhibits that transport you into the realm of creativity. This space invites you on a surreal journey where the boundaries between reality and fantasy harmoniously merge, resulting in an enchanting and visually striking encounter. Brace yourself for an adventure that leaves you spellbound. That sounds incredible.
Sounds hype.
Wait, I'm curious. There's more. The Twilight Tunnel they talk about. In the Twilight Tunnel, get ready for an exhilarating and immersive adventure. Journey through a dimly lit passage adorned with captivating projections, enigmatic sounds, and a surprising turn that will immerse you into suspense and excitement. Heart-pounding experience you've never experienced before. They use experience twice in the same sentence, but it's okay. Glasgow, city in Scotland.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's where it takes place. Or no, this is just a generic image.
It's in a warehouse called Box Hub.
Okay. How much is it? It was $44. Olivia, she knew.
Yeah.
She
knew all your questions.
Yeah, she knew. How many people went?
850 people were in attendance.
Oh shit, that's
Nice.
pretty.
That's a
That's
good
like
event.
an impressive.
numbers.
The book for entrance. Look at that. That's dreadful.
Good turnout.
So hold on. Before I do that, that is a good turnout. Actually, that's insane. So wait, what does that turn out to be? That's $44 times how many? You say
850.
Wow.
That's a lot of. That's $37,000.
Quick bag of dip, innit?
Okay.
That's kind of genius to just get AI, do all the work, hire a few extras, make $40K and just disappear. That's got to be illegal, though. I feel like. Is that illegal?
False advertisement, no?
Well, it sounds a little like
Sounds fishy.
false advertising. Just a little bit.
Call that fraud.
Oh yeah.
I
Ja
think
Rule
you would
thinks
call
it's
that
fraud.
probably.
Fraud.
Although I don't know the laws in England. I don't know. So here's what it actually ended up looking like.
Wow.
This is what they advertised. That looks great. What the fuck? AI created this space. That's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the right is the real.
So
picture
this
there.
was the. This is the entrance.
Is it still open?
I don't think so.
No.
I think people got real angry.
Yeah.
$44 for this shit. And is that per ticket? So if like adults go with their kids?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. So here is the entrance to the factory. Here it is. As you can see, the gates do resemble the from the movie. I mean, I can't say it doesn't.
I think this has no resemblance to Willy Wonka.
Really?
If you put me in there and was like, what does this resemble? I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't even know where you were.
No.
Yeah. Well, the tables look nice. Maybe they're a good place to sit and rest. Probably.
I feel like they had that entry factory sign left over as a prop, and then everything was just built off of that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's smart. You know, you got to keep it on brand, keep it on theme.
I guess it's smart, but it's also fraud.
False advertising. I mean,
That's fraud.
Yeah, I mean, that's fraud.
That's fraud.
It's a gray area.
Okay. I don't know why you keep riding for this weird event.
I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be.
Really?
Yeah.
Surprising.
All right, well, let's wait and see.
Here's a walk through the Enchanting Garden. What the shit? Where'd they even get all this crap?
Okay, there's a Wonka bar at the back.
There's a Wonka bar.
That's fair. That's fair.
Does that make it worth your money? Worth your time and money? It's a Wonka bar.
Big chocolate bar.
Well,
Big chocolate bar.
You
I
know?
have another detail. There's no chocolate at any point in this
Oh
experience.
man.
Yeah.
It's Chocolate Factory, dude.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to buy food from whoever put this on. No way that's safe.
They did say magical surprises as an extra layer of wonder through your chocolatey experience in the advertisement.
Oh, those liars.
Never promised chocolate.
Wow. Okay. So then here is. Oh my God. What the shit? The Twilight Tunnel.
Yeah, it's a hall of mirrors. Have you ever seen a hall of mirrors before?
There's no mirrors.
No, there are.
Wait, there are?
Yeah, look. There's
Oh,
just
here.
Like
Oh, yeah.
those standing mirrors.
One standing mirror.
Somebody's having a laugh. I mean, what the fuck is this? They described it as a dazzling display of enigmatic sounds and visual spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you might. I guess depending on your vision, the
It
shape.
falls a little short of that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that might be like a weird optical illusion if you're like, whoa, where am I? You know, with the lines.
It's not worth £35 though, is it?
No, probably not. Probably not.
Cam
Wha-
actually found the gate
Box of
from the props site. You could rent that gate, the factory gate.
Oh, how much is it? Can I get it here?
435 pounds.
Oh, you can buy it there. Might be a nice prop for our studio.
Everything on that website is where they rented from that I dropped into.
So you could roughly figure out almost how much money they spent on it, probably.
Right.
What is this box of spoons? What the fuck is this?
I asked Queen Olivia. She said that was just in the corner.
Yeah, so one of the many parents who recorded some of their experience walking through here. At one point, the camera just panned by, and there was just a cardboard box full of spoons on the ground.
Well, that is
Unclear
certainly
if that's part
intriguing.
of the event, or if that's just circumstantial here.
I mean, it's a safer way to do drugs, you know, some drugs.
What's it for children, man? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Maybe that's how you get the experience to work. You got to shoot a little
True.
H and then walk through.
Yeah, I think you got to think about this with an open mind. Is my point I'm trying to make.
Dude, you're I don't know what you're on about. These spoons, though, is certainly intriguing. Some kind of statement, for sure, is being made here.
Big up the spoons.
Big up the spoons, man. Fuck yeah. Willy Wonka's chocolate experience. And finally, it is a large printout of the AI-generated image of Lollipop Lane. It doesn't. You're right. It doesn't look like Willy Wonka.
No, it doesn't at all.
And so, oh my God. Here's the walls. As you can tell, this is an enchanting and a magical experience. I think they're like, what's the minimum we can do to avoid being charged for fraud? I don't think they reached that threshold, though. I don't.
That's smart.
Okay. Well, I guess they made 40K. I mean, if you're looking for some easy bucks, then maybe to like flee the country afterwards.
Is 40K enough to flee the country?
Not really.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Not enough. Oh God! So there was actually actors there.
Yes.
Now,
how down bad would you have to be to work for this?
Yeah, the one on the left was labeled by the internet as meth lab Oompa Loompa lady.
it does look like a meth lab, for sure. And it's smoking. Is there a smoke machine or what's happening here? It's smoke.
She just hit the vape.
I think she's
Right before
breaking
this
bad.
You know, on the bright side, it's safe. You know, everything has fentanyl in it nowadays, so at least you know where your drugs are coming from.
What? How's that safe? That there's fentanyl in it?
No, I'm saying you will know it doesn't have.
Oh, it's pure.
Yeah.
Right, they're being transparent. with
Yeah.
how they
Doing a
cook
they
their
got
meth.
the beakers, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like that you're looking on the bright side of things.
Just trying to help out, man.
Here she is. I can't read it because it's cut off.
It says, it's so easy to laugh and so easy to hate. It takes strength to be gentle and kind.
What is that from?
I think from a social post that she made in follow-up.
She sounds lovely.
Yeah, I guess they, from what I understand, and we can talk to them directly about this, but they were just doing their best to make the best out of a bad circumstance. And,
people were probably
entertain the
mad
kid.
at them because they're the only people there.
Yeah. Right, and so there's all these kids, and they're like trying to make the kids not cry, basically. So
I'm gonna ask who hired them. They're gonna be like, it was like Moriarty or something. Just we don't know who he was. Just a shadowy figure. Miss Mother. Okay. Here is Miss Mother.
She said in an interview with Vulture, "I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat this. This has been quite a lot for me.
Aw.
I find it funny and I can be humorous about it, but the flip side of it is that it's embarrassing for what I do, and I hope it doesn't tarnish that."
Nah.
Payment was advertised on a booking site at $631 for 2 days of work, or 500 pounds.
That seems like a decent rate, actually.
Incredibly.
It seems you're how much was it for 2 days of work?
500 pounds, $631.
I mean, it's pretty standard. It's not bad.
That's
It's
very
certainly
good
not bad,
wage.
right?
That's a good wage in England, yeah.
Okay, so Olivia just corrected me. That tweet was just somebody else commenting that. That's not her saying it's easy to be kind.
Got it. Although she is lovely, and I know that for a fact.
We know that.
I mean, listen, they're really trying. So here's the Oompa Loompas. They have some kind of chemistry experiments. Dude, I would feel
Looks
so
like they're
bad if
giving
I was
drugs
her.
to a baby.
This whole situation is just so sad. I just feel bad for everybody
She made the
involved.
good out of a bad situation. You know,
Yeah.
so she tried her best.
Yeah.
She says, "This is really embarrassing for me. My job is teaching kids yoga, and I go into schools and stuff, and I do kids entertainment. This is
Aw.
none of our faults. We just got the job, and we were given the script."
Honestly, they're heroes for staying and giving these people an experience.
Right.
They really are.
It's coming up, but they offered the kids, 1 to 3 jelly beans and a quarter cup of lemonade. But then at one point,
Did they have to buy that, or was that complimentary?
that was complimentary. But at one
1
point,
to 3 jelly beans.
they ran out pretty quick.
They ran out.
Yeah, and so then the Oompa Loompa meth queen was then trying to, make the kids laugh and stuff because she felt bad about it.
Dude, that is so sad. Oh my God, I'm genuinely feeling bad.
Hold on. They don't want the kids to get diabetes.
Diabetes? That doesn't happen when you're a
You know the
kid.
sugar in that?
From 1 to 3 jelly beans.
And
They're not
lemonade?
gonna get.
Dude,
and
the
lemonade.
thought
Well,
of just
that
giving
is
a
luxury.
child 1 jelly bean.
Yeah.
Here you are,
That's
sweetheart.
smart. That's smart.
Okay.
I wonder if they
Whatever you say.
Two chew jelly
Whatever you
beans.
say.
Wow. Let's see. Oh God, there was other parts. The unknown. So apparently there was, for no reason, some Grim Reaper-esque character scaring all of the kids. I mean,
He's the evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls.
that would be
Is that
Slugworth, I
canon?
guess.
Is that from the book?
That's from the AI script that they generated.
Oh, okay.
So here it is. Here it is.
It's like they're having fun.
It does look. You know what, Zach? It does look like they're having fun.
The kids are having fun.
You
They're not
can
following
give a
anything.
kid a stick. He'll make the fun out of it. It's imagination, pal.
You're right.
That's what it's all about.
That's what the owner says. Listen,
Yeah.
it's all about imagination.
There you go, dude.
The kids are having fun, aren't they? Come on. I love
Well,
they're forcing everybody to walk through that fucking rainbow, like it's some epic entrance. Is that the bean? No, dude. What the fuck?
Looks sanitary.
Just 1 bean, man. Is that supposed to be like the everlasting gobstopper?
It's the I won't catch diabetes gobstopper.
You're not going to catch diabetes off free.
1 jelly.
1 jelly
I
bean.
disagree, dude.
What do you disagree?
What is your credentials, dude?
Have you tried English candy?
I'll tell you, my grandfather was a gynecologist, which makes me a doctor. So yeah.
What does a gynecologist know about jelly beans giving kids? Well,
It's an MD,
I'll eat 100 jelly beans now and I won't catch diabetes.
Good for you.
Is that? Are you entering a challenge?
I'm just saying, you wouldn't.
Sam, order the jelly beans. I just feel so bad. These families, they were looking for something fun to do. It's pretty expensive. What the shit is this, man?
I've seen some people drove from an hour away.
Really?
Did they get refunds?
They're supposed to get refunds. I haven't seen any update on that yet.
And they've caught whoever is responsible for this?
They made an apology video.
Is he
Oh, is that all in here?
Apology video.
It's in here.
Yeah, I want to know who that. I want to know who this guy is.
Wait.
We need to out him.
He's out. Slugworth.
Slugworth.
He got it. Well, here's what he's chewing on something.
Yeah.
Presumably a jelly bean. And his fist is closed. He probably has a few more. So it sounds like this kid got hooked up pretty fat. A cup of marshmallows in a heater? What the hell?
Come on, dude. Come on.
All right, so that's 1.
Wow.
So that's what's going over in Glasgow, whatever is going on there. You mean? There's more. What are they doing?
I've never heard a child cheer that happily before in my life.
That was a scream of terror, my friend.
Nah,
That was absolutely.
that was a big yay.
More footage of the unknown, which they called this thing. Man, the fact that this is at a Willy Wonka thing is just the weirdest shit ever.
Great acting, bro.
What is Willy Wonka doing in that factory, man? That shit ain't right. Is it R. Kelly's chocolate factory? What's going on here?
It looks like a Death Eater from Harry Potter.
True. Oh.
Are we sure the unknown isn't canon to some of the later books or something?
Let's find out. You're right. We should.
The unknown, Willy Wonka.
We shouldn't make assumptions.
I'm mostly seeing stuff from the news from the last few days.
I think it was in the Shakespeare edition of it.
Shakespeare?
Yeah.
That was way before.
No, the story of Willy's
Roald Dahl.
It's biblical.
Charlie?
Jesus had a chocolate factory.
Okay.
I don't think that's accurate.
He was a carpenter, and he also made chocolate.
He's a chocolatier.
Yeah.
Jesus had a chocolate factory.
That's what Zach's saying, but
That's what he's saying. I don't think that's right.
I think Zach's been smoking too much Wonka smoke.
Hey, at least it's safe. At least there's no fentanyl in it.
Slugworth lettuce.
Okay, so here we watch these. There's a bouncy house. Oh, there was a bouncy house.
Okay.
And you can see the kids are having fun.
Well, they delivered.
What do you call that?
A bouncy house?
A bouncy castle.
Or
Yeah.
bouncy castle.
Okay, okay, that's
Either
what
way.
I'm saying. Yeah,
Either way. Probably bouncy castle more commonly. You guys fuck with those in England?
As kids, yeah. They're always everywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that shit. My boys love that. Parental outrage. They were at the event. There's like a whole crew, but this is the best that they could muster.
Yeah, and to clarify, Olivia said the dude on the left is Bill, and this guy is the event coordinator.
Oh wow!
And she said
that guy
it's
crushed
all
it.
Billy's fault. She said this dude on the right had nothing to do with this event specifically.
Wow, I would have left so fast. Event canceled by House of Illuminati. Oh man, they went all out for the sign too. Shit. Contact House of Illuminati at Gmail. Sorry. Here is the leader. This is the Mr. Illuminati himself.
Billy Cool.
Wow.
Looking really apologetic.
He deleted his LinkedIn on Saturday following the debacle.
Oh no. I heard he was putting on a Harry Potter experience that was going to be next level.
He in 2021 he was criticized for canceling a Santa event after toys were already donated.
This dude this is what he does.
Yes, he has previous. Then.
He's an event master. Mr. Kyle confirmed that full refunds would go out, although I'm doubting that. Today has been a very stressful and frustrating day for many, and for that we are truly sorry. Unfortunately, last minute we were let down in many areas of our event. Tried our best to continue on and push through, and now realize we probably should have canceled it first thing this morning instead. We fully apologize for what was happening. I'd like to know what it is that didn't come through.
They're just saying that, surely. They're just saying that just to cover it up, yeah.
The actors claim their rightful 15 minutes of fame. Willy McDuff with a grandiose flourish.
So they were smart enough to not call it Willy Wonka. It's Willy McDuff.
That's like a Simpsons parody.
Yeah.
McDuff. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests of all ages, welcome. I'm Willy McDuff, your humble guide on this journey to the extraordinary, the spectacular, the downright magical Garden of Enchantment. Audience applause. Wow.
Well, there a Macduff in Shakespeare.
What?
There was a Macduff in Shakespeare.
Macbeth.
But I think there's a Macduff as well.
There isn't. Bevo's right.
Oh yeah,
I
Macduff.
told you.
Yeah, Macduff's in
It's
Shakespeare.
Shakespearean, dude.
Yeah,
Wait, what's Macduff from?
Macduff is I think he kills Macbeth.
He's the one that comes at the end and kills Macbeth.
Spoiler.
Sorry.
Macduff. Okay.
Spoiler for a 400-year-old play.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real name.
Yeah.
That's what we're debating.
Y'all doubted me, bro. Said this is Shakespearean.
Macduff. We love Macduff.
Big up
Macduff.
I wonder if he too chewed back in the day.
You know what? Probably, based on statistically speaking. So there was a whole script that they were supposed to follow that was written by AI. Like, Jesus Christ, man. This poor guy, Willy Wonka. I didn't even know that was supposed to be Macduff or whatever. Thought he was just some dude.
Yeah.
So that's about it, eh? I've seen a lot of chatter about this.
Me
Joe
too.
Jonas. I didn't know they were getting. I mean, I knew they were together and that they had a kid.
Right. I knew that much, but that was all that I knew.
But then they're getting divorced. I mean, it's sad, you know. They just had a kid. I mean, geez, man, let's work it out.
Mm.
But
Well, when you get to that point, I'm assuming it's not workable anymore.
yeah, probably not. So here, let me open the PowerPoint. Now, how do we feel about the Jonas brothers? Because I don't know much about them. I'm acquainted with Frankie, the younger one. He's a fan, and we love Frankie.
Mhm.
But I don't know much about these Jonas boys.
We like the Jonas Brothers.
We do.
We grew up listening to and watching the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
They all have like super famous, like significant others too. It seems
They
like.
do, yes. Sophie Turner, Priyanka Chopra, and Kevin's wife. She was on a reality show with him. I don't know her name though.
There it is. So, I'm a sucker for divorce, Goss. Is that the
name's
name of this?
All right, I'm a sucker for divorce goss. Before we begin, very quickly, a rundown of what has gone on this past week. Joe Jonas filed for divorce from his wife, actress Sophie Turner, known for Game of Thrones. It seems, though, that the media is reporting clashing narratives, so we want to investigate that a little bit today. The whole world is basically just speculating and trying to guess what's happening right now.
I'll just say right off the bat, I do not have love for men who divorce their newly birthed significant others. I mean, that's fucked. Like, you see it all the time, these successful guys, they bail on their significant other who's just, well, I'm not going to get too dramatic, but they've gone through so much. They've changed their body to give them a beautiful gift of children, and then they bail for some new ass.
Well,
and
we
it's
don't know
so shallow.
No, we don't know that specifically about him. I think Ethan is just saying
In general, I
it's
don't
something
like
that you see happen.
Agree.
And I
also
mean,
don't like
yeah,
it.
they just had a kid and he's divorcing her. I mean, come on, dude. Again, I don't know any of the details, so let's move on.
Right. Players. Mr. Joe Jonas of the Jonas Brothers. Do we need any clarification about where he comes from?
I don't think so. He's just they do music.
They had like a
Yes.
boy band.
They're like the
Yeah.
Mbop kids, right?
Yeah, they split up for a second. They
Wait,
came back together
they
after
did
their
Mbop?
solos.
That's Hanson.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, that's Hanson.
I thought
brothers.
I was kidding, but you co-signed.
Go to Joe.
Who's better, Hanson or
Joe.
Jonas Bros?
3-0.
Yeah, Jonas Bros.
Jonas.
Love Bug is a good song. It's very, very powerful.
All right. Very good.
Okay, Sophie Turner, Game of Thrones. She is most known for. She started in that show when she was 14.
Oh my God, I love the hair.
Oh, they have 2 kids together.
All right.
2 kids? Damn.
The most romantic meet cute location is where our lovebirds met each other. Joe slid into Sophie's DMs in 2016 and the two hit it off. At the time, Joe was 26, 27 and Sophie was like 19, 20.
Okay.
Little girl.
Then Joe swaps that 2010's purity ring for a wedding band. The Jonas Brothers were known for wearing purity rings in their teen years.
What they're like? They were like virgins.
Yeah, they ditched them though. They all ditched
You know
them.
who else had a purity ring?
Hmm.
Like, not to be offended. Like, never mind.
Everyone else who had sex before marriage?
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't mean much.
All right, so after 1 year of dating, the two were engaged, and then they got married in Vegas in 2019, and then afterwards they had a more formal celebration.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, baby 1. Next, baby 2.
Okay.
Next.
What's up?
Okay.
Photoshop.
Oh,
Wait,
I
this
just
isn't the
a
real
little
baby.
something I threw together last night.
Wait, is that? Go back. Is his face not photoshopped?
Oh, I
onto
didn't do that
picture?
one. That one, I think TMZ posted that with their
Is it
birth
just Am I
announcement.
tripping? Is it just a weird picture?
Well,
Doesn't
'cause
his
it's
face look
big-
like pasted on there.
That
It definitely
Both faces
does.
are pasted
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that's the work of TMZ.
So TMZ made this Photoshop.
Maybe just the background they pasted on there. I can't tell. But.
Just very odd.
Wait,
It
what are
is
you talking
pretty
about?
odd.
You didn't make this, Olivia?
I didn't make the photo of them holding a
Wait,
child.
what?
I made with
This
the
is
balloons
clearly
and the babies.
photoshopped. Look at his hairline.
And the balloons are obviously.
But we're trying to see if it's his face photoshopped on that body.
It definitely
Yeah.
is.
Or is it a photo?
That's what it looks like. yeah.
Bro,
But that background's photoshopped as well. So
what
they're
the
both
fuck
throwing
did
me
they
off.
do?
Yeah, right?
It's not even a good Photoshop. Like, look here, but between his ears and they didn't even really try. I thought Olivia did this in like a minute. All right,
No, I wish.
there it is.
Okay, so now we've caught up to present time.
Okay.
TMZ reported earlier this week that Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner were heading for divorce. Now we're going to get into each bit of information that was released to the public, and we're going to try to piece together what we think is happening because the rest of the world is doing that as well.
Okay, fair.
So before we begin, hold on. Go to the next slide. Hold on. Everything is speculation. Keep it in mind, okay? The next slide is the only definitive information we have from the horses' mouths themselves. So, a statement between the two was posted to Instagram. After 4 wonderful years of marriage, we have mutually decided to amicably end our marriage. There are many speculative narratives as to why, but truly this is a united decision, and we sincerely hope that everyone can respect our wishes for privacy for us and our children.
Oh.
Beautiful statement.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end. All right.
I think
Good
that
job.
sounds beautiful.
The PowerPoint.
Wow, I'm happy.
Good. I love to see it. You know, it's
Thank
nice
you.
when people can separate amicably for this. You know.
So mature, polite.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I guess that it just says the end next.
Yeah, that's Finn.
Oh.
All right. Breaking. It's then reported. Some people, I thought when I saw this for the first time, I was like, that's a little bit weird. Like, why did they report that? Like, right after the divorce thing, it said, amid their separation, Joe Jonas has reportedly been caring for his 2 children with Sophie Turner pretty much all of the time over the last 3 months, even while on tour. And it's just like, what do you mean?
That's a really loaded line.
Yeah.
Amid their
This is,
separation.
really dragging her.
That's a plan.
As a mom.
Well, something that is happening in Sophie's life is she kind of cooled off from working when they had their babies, and she is now back in England filming for like the first time since.
So that's what she's been doing.
In like the past 2 weeks.
Amid their separation, Joe Jonas has been caring for his 2 kids with Sophie Turner pretty much all of the time, quote, over the last 3 months.
Because Sophie
Even while on tour.
posted. Here, let me
This
send
is
to you.
really rubbing me off.
So where'd
the
they get
wrong
that
way.
information?
No, that's
TMZ reported
his
it. It's all
words.
like insider.
No, it was leaked to the press. I'm assuming,
Right.
right?
So, like,
Yes,
it's
so-
supposedly his words, right? The quote part.
Do you remember when we were talking about Ariana Grande and we were talking
Yeah.
about like insiders? It's that these outlets have a relationship with someone who is close to the celebrity. Sometimes I think that the celebrity doesn't know, or I don't know, but it's just like there is a link there, and then they each want to preserve those relationships so like they don't fuck over each other.
But so he put out the nice, amicable statement, but then in the meantime, putting out this kind of shit.
Correct.
And I mean, look, 3 months, that's how marriage works, dude. I'm sorry to tell you, but you married an actress. Like, you know the fucking deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, nobody would bat their eyes if it was like her saying, I've been taking care of the kids for 3 months.
Right.
Nobody would even think that was a headline. Yeah, take care of your kids, dummy. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yep. This is very weird.
So after that came out, then another thing came out that said she likes to party. He likes to stay at home. They have very different lifestyles.
Bruh. Who is saying this stuff?
Like, that seems very. You couldn't have come up with something else?
That's a hit job.
That's a hit job for sure.
Yeah.
She likes to party. He likes to stay home. They have okay.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
How old is she and how old is he again?
So when they had their baby, she was 26 and he was, I have this written down. She was 26.
She's 27 now.
Yeah.
And how old is he?
Yeah.
34.
Oh. Okay, I mean, I get the feeling, again, I'm just speculating, but she's probably like, all right, I'm going to go grab a drink with my friends. Somehow I doubt she's out there partying, but what the fuck do I know? I don't know anything.
Well,
Right.
that's the thing. It's all speculation.
Yeah, it's all speculation.
But it's like their teams are releasing these bits of info.
yeah.
It's so weird.
That's a dirty
And at
statement.
this point, it's like 2 that are dragging her. Like, why are we doing this?
There was no need for that. No need for that.
Yeah, and then next, I think it is. Yeah. So then this comes out and it says that Joe and Sophie were having problems when he became less than supportive as she struggled post-birth of their second child. And then he pressured her into attending events. So this is reporting that he likes to go
Ugh.
out.
This is so messy.
Yeah.
So messy.
They're dragging each other
Yeah.
through TMZ. What the fuck? Why you guys got to do this? He started it.
I feel like he started it
You
based
think?
on what we're seeing.
He definitely
mean,
started
yes.
it. But like, this sucks. Why you guys got to be? Why is it got to be like this? You know what I mean?
I know.
Like y'all would have been fine.
But I feel like for a woman to accuse her of being a bad mom is like
Yeah.
the worst thing you can do. And so I can understand
Take it personally.
why she feels like she needs to respond.
That's true. It's a direct response to that accusation.
And I feel like when a dad, like I also saw that article that you sent, you see that a lot, and we've seen it too. When a dad does like the bare minimum, he gets praised
thinks
like,
he's
"Oh
a
my
hero.
God, what a perfect
So
dad!"
true.
Like
So
we,
true.
even when you just change the diaper, like your own mom was telling me like, "He's such a great dad."
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
And it's like the bar is so low for men.
Well, and it's because when
You
my
are a
mom-
great dad.
When my mom,
But you know, like just because you change a diaper, people are like,
you're right, and because back when they were married,
the guy didn't do anything.
it was normal for men to be like, I earned the money,
Yeah.
and you do the kid stuff.
I never change a diaper.
Yeah, moms are so insanely scrutinized, especially online. Everybody has something to say.
Okay.
Next.
You know what I've noticed about these photos together? Lots of glaze. They're all pretty glazed up in these photos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lots of glazing happening. All right, go on.
They got that Mormon glaze.
Mhm.
Okay, sources tell TMZ that Joe filed for divorce after allegedly catching Sophie Turner doing or saying something on a Ring camera.
What is this?
Joe had access to a Ring cam. That's why I wrote, no, that doesn't work either. Joe had access to a Ring cam that he said captured Sophie saying and or doing something that made him realize the marriage was over.
What?
What are these weird statements?
Could that be? Why is it so cryptic?
Do
What?
or saying.
Like either say something or don't. What
That
are you
sounds
trying
like-
to say?
I mean, twist my arm. It kind of pushes you to be like, oh, was she having an
She did
affair?
some-
Did
well,
he see
or-
her like cheating on him?
Or she did something.
Or
She
she said
did this. She gave me no other choice. I won't tell you what she did.
Right.
But she gave me no other choice.
Right. So a lot of people were saying that this feels very reminiscent of Britney Spears when she and Justin Timberlake broke up. There was an insane smear campaign against her. I think if you saw the Britney
Right.
documentary, you know about it.
Mhm.
And then Britney's mothering abilities, her maternal abilities were super scrutinized. I was looking through a bunch of different magazine covers. This is just one of them. It's both of her children plastered on it, and it says
Yeah.
soda in baby bottles, mommy's many men, nighttime cries for daddy's love. Like that's so
evil.
invasive, intrusive. They don't know anything. Like it's just a lot of people are saying that
Would
this
they do
feels
that today,
reminiscent
like
to the
put the kid's
poison that
face?
we've. Yeah.
Or would they? I feel like people would get angry if someone did that today
I think so too.
with the kid's face and shit.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Insane. Well, they're adults now, those babies. But yes, today.
No, I know,
They
I'm
shouldn't
saying.
ever. So I just wanted to include there is a quote that a lot of people are posting right now about something that Sophie said in an Elle interview in 2022. She said, I miss England so much. The people, the attitude, everything. I'm slowly trying to drag my husband back. So a lot of people are saying that it's possible that she was not feeling like her needs were being met fully.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying that because she began filming Game of Thrones when she was only 14, she never really had time to experience being a young person and going out.
Sounds like they married when she was pretty young.
She did. Yeah,
Right.
they were.
Dude, she started Game of Thrones when she was 14.
Yeah.
And now she's 27.
Mhm.
Dude, that's fucked. For me.
Yeah. So then the next day, paparazzi photos come out of Joe with their babies. TMZ snapped them. A lot of people speculate because it's TMZ specifically. A lot of people call paparazzi on themselves with
That's
TMZ.
obviously a huge speculation,
Right.
but if he did do that, that's just bottom of the barrel shit. Good.
But if he didn't, then he didn't.
At least they blurred the faces, so you can see
Agree.
there's like at least some improvement in terms of how they
Agree.
talk about the kids. At least, damn.
Right.
Okay, who knows? You know,
Yeah.
it's possible that they got him. Yeah.
Okay. And then I just know that I wanted to include, because people in the chat have been spamming it, she So there is a story that Gigi Hadid told in an interview where she says that Joe Jonas, who was her boyfriend later in life, approached her when she was 13 and he was 19, and
She
he
said
asked
that?
her. Yeah, here I have.
She said on video?
I have the quote. So she said she met Jonas, a musician, at the Grammys when I was 13 years old, and that he asked me to go to a baseball game, and I said no. I was so nervous. I literally didn't even know what it meant to hang out with a boy, Hadid said, according to the 2015 article. Also, Grammys are on a Sunday, and I didn't want to tell him I had school the next day, so I was like, no, maybe next time. I didn't have my phone with me, and I don't think he did either because we were at the Grammys, and so he wrote his number on a piece of paper and gave it to my mom, she went on, and then we've been friends ever since. Except now, we're more than friends. Obs.
So she wasn't even trying to drag him.
No.
She
It was like that article says like aw at the end from like the author. She signs it with like so cute.
wild. What was the age difference?
13 and 19.
13 and 19? That's so interesting to me that like she thought that didn't sound horrible, and then the author thought that sounded romantic, and then the mom passed the number.
Yeah.
Don't they have a notoriously weird mom? I could
Yolanda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almond mom times 10.
Yeah.
Wow, that is super weird.
Yeah. And then the story of Joe and Taylor is that he broke up with her over the phone, 18-second phone call.
Okay, well, whatever. Can't judge him. I mean,
But those are stories from his past.
Okay.
And then next is just
yo, is he like the cute one in the group?
Joe is my fave.
In terms of, he's the most desirable.
He's the cutest.
Is the cutest.
He was also the lead in Camp Rock, so he was
Okay.
my leading man
He
in
had
my
the
brain.
He had that. 'Cause, I mean, Taylor Swift, Gigi Hadid.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, he's out
Well,
there.
Nick was the one who got with all like the Disney girls at the time. He dated Miley. He dated Selena.
Wow.
He got it.
There it is.
Yep. So thoughts. That photo, by the way, was posted by Sophie just 3 weeks ago.
It's a glaze.
This one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just a glaze shot.
I don't see glaze in this one. This doesn't look that glazed.
Well, if she's kissing him, that I don't think she knew that the divorce was coming, right?
No, I don't think she knew.
Well, they're also in public in front of cameras. You know what I mean?
But like the kissing the hand is
I don't know
an
that she's
unnecessary
kissing his hand,
gesture. Oh, they're
It's
not.
just happened to be in front of her face, I think.
Oh, is that right? So then, I
That's
mean,
how I see it.
who knows then? Who knows?
Mhm.
What do you think, Olivia?
I don't know. I am hesitant.
It's just a fit picture, you know?
To be definitive about anything.
I thought she's kissing his hand, but if not, then it really doesn't say much.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
she's definitely kissing his hand. It looks like
You think
either
so?
if she knew about the divorce, they were covering it up, or she was blindsided, maybe.
Is
I don't
this
know why
it?
else you would post a photo of you like kissing your husband if you were getting a
I
messy
agree.
divorce. Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
implies, if anything, that she didn't.
She didn't know.
She didn't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that it?
Well, yes, that's
Oh, wow.
all the info we have.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, wait. People have been like dragging Joe, and
I feel like it's been going both ways.
I think
from what I've
if
seen.
anybody's
Well-
dragging him, it's probably because it looks like he started this and made it very messy.
Yeah, the court of public opinion right now is calling out the smear campaign that people think Joe's team is doing against Sophie right now.
and what are people criticizing Sophie for? What could she have done?
Well, the
stuff that
accusations
he
of she's
said.
not a good mother, she's not
Neglecting.
she
her
likes to
kids.
party. Like those are the things that were released that I don't know.
So non-specific. I mean,
No, yeah,
doesn't really
totally.
say anything enough to, I don't think, criticize somebody for.
But you know people do.
Okay, that's what's happening.
Yes, just very, very messy.
I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. So there's this viral country song that's being shared from everybody from Joe Rogan to Matt Walsh. Have they talked about it on Fox News yet?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of coverage all
So
over.
I don't know why every conservative is freaking the fuck out about this song. Everybody's sharing it. Everybody's talking about it. It has 21.
They just love it.
They love this goddamn song. And they love this guy. So here's a good old boy. Obviously, you can tell by the bushy beard. Mm-hmm. Got all kinds of critters from Last Supper hiding in that thing, boy. Tell you what, me.
Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn.
Okay, so that's good. It's like good folksy stuff.
Yeah, so far no problem.
Hey, you know, my crops died and the government don't like me. My wife fucked my brother and I'm lonely.
Well, I haven't seen any of that yet.
I'm just saying, you know, I know how folk music goes. It's like a...
Called a dobro.
Yeah.
It looks kind of cool.
Thank you, Zachy.
It's mainly for like slide guitar.
Oh, I see, I see.
Is it fancy?
It's like a bluegrass instrument.
This verse starts to go off the rails a little bit.
Okay.
He goes like, yeah, man, working people just have it. And he goes, the Richmond, north of Richmond, they want total control. The Jews. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. But the dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end because of the Richmond, north of Richmond. Okay?
Thank you.
Nice.
I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere.
That I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, what did we say about minors?
He goes, I wish politicians would look out for minors
Okay.
and not just minors, like kids, on an island somewhere.
Oh, so what other kind of minors are we not looking for?
Coal miners.
The coal
He's from West
Oh,
Virginia,
coal
which
miners.
is coal miners.
Okay,
And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was on the farm. I'm working, man. And now we talking about Epstein? The fuck?
What? That was such a weird...
Epstein, I wish the politicians would look out for the miners.
He could just
Not-
mean
He just-
Minecraft gamers.
Yeah, maybe it's that.
Oh, I just saw the obese line.
Yeah.
It's the next line.
Wait, I lost my spot in the lyrics.
The fourth paragraph down.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing my mom thing. Fuck. Look at this. I'm looking at this like this. It's all over for me, folks.
These nuts.
Folks in the street ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare.
Okay, then I was like, yo, okay, we're talking about Epstein. And then he goes, people are starving in the streets because fat people are taking all the welfare. Like it's the fat people that are destroying.
I mean, read it like exactly how he says it.
He says, Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat. Good. And these obese milking welfare. So the theory here is, and he mentions fat people again in the song. So
But like,
The next
wait,
line.
I haven't traveled America, but like, educate me.
they're the most obese people in the world.
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask.
They are. I mean, that's not a secret. The Southerners, they're.
I mean, like when those obese people that he's talking about, isn't it like a lot of people around him, his family, his friends?
Listen, Oliver.
Hey, he's complaining about him.
You're a little husky. You're a little husky.
Kind of like trading all of his people, no? Like a
Like a class trader, maybe.
But it's like, oh, you're such a down to earth guy. Let's see. What was the message? It's not the capitalist's fault. Thank you. You know what I mean? It's not Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos that are the reason why your friends and family can't afford to have insurance or buy food.
Mhm.
It's the fat people's fault because they
Milking
eat
that
too
welfare.
much and they get checks from the government to buy food stamps. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, here we go. The next line is about fatties too. God bless them.
God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds.
Why'd you have to
what
do
do
that?
you weigh?
Why did you have to do that? 5'3", 300
I'm sorry,
pounds?
Oliver. What do you weigh? You don't look that skinny.
Why is he like?
Like you're okay.
I'm sorry, but like,
Why are we out here? What is this?
I don't remember the Bob Dylan line where he's like, "Fat people are pieces
Yeah.
of shit. They all die." Well, actually, what's funny is
Randy Newman.
Randy Newman has a song "Fat" or short people.
Short people.
Yeah.
Also, Cam just found this link, but West Virginia, the state he's from, is actually the fattest state in
the fattest state,
yeah,
boy.
okay. There you go. I didn't
Who's the-
want to
wait.
say anything like.
No, you're
that
right
would
on.
Come off
And
wrong,
what's
but
the skinniest state we see there on the West Coast?
Is it California? I don't know.
Sure looks like it to me, brother.
Colorado's slower, it looks like.
Looking light blue to me. Maybe you should come join us where we're not fat.
What, is there no data for
No
Florida?
fatties here, baby.
This is so weird.
Florida's off the chart. They didn't even rate it.
That's interesting. Yeah,
Wait, the next
there's no
one's
data
about fatties
available.
too.
No way.
Yeah, here,
Yeah,
and then
no,
he
it's
goes, well, God, if you're
This makes no sense.
it's like the main theme of the song all of a sudden.
This makes no sense. How did we go from like working people on trucks just trying to live by
Because-
to like complaining about fat people
And welfare.
and welfare?
Because like folk music is always like us working folks against, you know, the big wigs,
Yes.
the capitalists, the G-men. But no, the real enemy is the fat people who are taking all the welfare. That's crazy. So listening to this and then seeing who was sharing it, I was thinking like, they really actually just hate fat people.
Yeah.
And they're starting to become just like openly disdainful. It used to be that you wouldn't say certain things out loud.
Right.
Because it's rude. But now it's like we need to kill and burn the fat people for oil.
I just feel like
we need to
ever
process
since
them into oil for candles.
I feel like ever since Trump, like it became like you don't need to be ashamed to be ignorant. Like,
BMI king, by the way.
He did that. That I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Being a menace is good.
Yeah.
I
Being
should-
ignorant.
And I
proud.
should point out this like thread is in no way new because this is welfare queen stuff, which was like now, you know, nobody in politics uses that phrase anymore, but that was like a Reagan thing of welfare queens were these moochers.
The problem is poor people getting government assistance and not
And there's, like-
Amazon making people shit in a bag and paying
Yeah,
minimum wage.
that's just the dumbest thing I could think
Psychotic.
of. Like,
I mean, he's a total phony. You're not a folk hero. You're a fucking shill,
Yeah.
man. What are you talking about? So it's all astroturfing. So let's go back. Where were we?
Milk and welfare.
It doesn't even rhyme.
It doesn't even sound good.
It's so forced.
Like,
And the
what?
fat people just ruin everything, and I hate looking at them. I don't like them.
Let me make a small correction. He's actually from Virginia, not West Virginia.
Okay, what's their BMI?
It doesn't matter. But I mean, I got
doesn't?
confused because the channel that posted it is Radio West Virginia. So
West Virginia. Go ahead, Enough. Now here's real folk music. This is a man of the people. He speaks for me.
Seriously, you got so much hate
Yeah.
just because you were fat.
Basically, they don't say that, but now I start to see the same people being like, okay, I guess he's not
Yeah,
that
and
bad.
now they're like, oh, a rare Ethan W. all of a sudden appears.
Right.
I wonder why.
But anyway, here's another fat line. I'm pausing it too much, but here's the next one.
If you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
He says, then he goes, so I don't know if you caught that. He says, he says, well, God, if you're 5'3" and you weigh 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
What? Fudge rounds.
Fudge, he says, the fat people be using all our damn money on fudge. How much fudge these fat people need? He says, while and then he goes, young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground because all this damn country keep kicking them down. What's okay? So what about the fat people eating fudge again?
Chocolate. No, the lonely boys. They need help.
Wow,
Lonely boys.
This is
They're
just so authentic.
they're so lonely.
It's really authentic.
Yeah.
Nothing speaks to me like, you know, the idea of processing fat people into candles.
My brain is going, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds.
Right. He's 5'3" and he's 300 pounds.
Literally.
Here's your fudge browns. Dave Bautista. Whatever his name is. Mm-hmm.
That wasn't him.
I don't know. That's what came up when I typed 5'3", 300 pounds. I don't know why. Let's finish the song and then we'll move on. But this whole thing was pretty insane.
The rest of it's
right?
all just kind of generic.
That's true. He goes, Lord, is it anyway over the welfare and fat people? Anyway, it's a damn shame men just be working out here for no pay. Whose fault is that?
Yeah.
Identify the cause of that one.
Who pays you? The people at the top, right? Not the poor people.
No. Living in a new world with an old soul. These Richmond, north of Richmond. Lord knows they all just want to have total control.
Yeah, it's just the chorus again.
And then he says, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. Okay.
Aren't we all, brother?
May
I know.
have sold his soul, though. That part might be true.
Aren't we
Sure
all,
he is.
brother? Oh, wow, Cam.
So this is the problem. This is the issue. This is why people are poor. Do you know how much of our national budget goes to fudge for fat people? I mean, it's insane. What's it, like 30% or something? I think we spent like $3 trillion on that.
Why is
last year.
nobody talking about
crazy.
fudge? Fudge issues.
Fudge round.
Why is nobody talking about fudge?
Fudge is destroying this beautiful, once great country. What is a fudge round?
Yeah, what is it?
That's some country shit. Yo, it's a cookie. These fuckers are eating cookies, y'all. It's a fudge
cookies for
round.
you?
Yo, it's like a ding dong.
No cookies for you?
Wow.
What?
Country thing?
I never seen me a fudge round around here, boy. You ever see you a fudge round?
Those before.
I ain't never seen one damn out in here.
Isn't it just a Little Debbie product?
Yeah,
I think you
Little
can
Debbie.
find it in
That's
like
right.
every grocery store.
Literally.
These
anywhere.
America,
It's basically just a Twinkie joke.
Basically. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
These fat folks eating their Twinkies. Fuck them, man. We could bottle their fat and sell it to Saudi Arabia. Keep our oil reserves high by processing the fat folk and turn them into fire. That's, I mean, shit, you know. I never had a fudge round.
I don't know if I would like it. I
Yeah, it
can't
doesn't
tell.
look good.
Like,
Looks
what-
too processed.
Is this chewy? Is it crunchy? What are we looking at?
Not a huge fan of these. Oh, someone says they are so good.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Out here, that's all we eat, boy. We have fudge rounds for breakfast. We have fudge rounds for lunch. And then we have fudge round ice cream for dinner. Lil Debbie know how to do it. Mm-hmm. I use all my welfare check. Bought me 1,000 fudge rounds. That's right. Mm-hmm. All right, there it
What
is.
side of this
I
argument?
wonder if his family is like pissed at him. Like, how dare you talk about our welfare?
Ethan has never been to Walmart. I've been to Walmart. Don't do that to me. I never seen a fudge. I mean, I know about Twinkies and Ding Dongs. I never seen a fudge round. So kill me, bro. I grew up in a middle-class family. Never seen me a fudge round, oh. But yeah, if you guys see this song floating around, know what a giant BS it is and how weird this whole thing is. Oh yeah, and by the way, he just happens to have like a beautifully shot, beautifully mixed
Yeah.
out in the woods. Like, that's not easy. You know? Ain't no poor boys from Virginia out here with the cameras and all that. We don't know nothing about a camera. We just strum our guitars, boy. Mm-hmm. I just know I move the strings and it make a sound, boy. I don't know more than that, boy. It's like, chill, dude. Chill.